10 and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me your dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Gobble, 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 motherfuckers. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
You're cool, you're crisp, you're hard to resist, you're right, ooh, refreshingly light, ooh, you're Canada dry, you're a singular style, you're a reason to smile, you're clever, you're neat, you're never too sweet, ooh, you're Canada dry, you tickle, you make, you laugh, oh.
And the mics are live. Live mics. Live microphones on Big Game Day.
Yep.
Oh, that's today.
What game?
It's the big game.
Big game.
Brian. Big game.
Is it really?
Big game.
This is
What
the,
is this?
This is the Motorhead font. When you put the umlauts over it,
Yeah.
that's the next T-shirt.
Spell umlaut.
U-M-L-A-U-T. Yeah. There's two U's.
I actually needed to know. That's why.
I'm not German. I don't give a shit.
Okay, Motorhead
Doesn't
font.
one of the U's have an umlaut over it, though?
I don't think so.
It's like umlaut inception.
In the word?
You just keep.
Yeah.
That would be weird, right? It's like a picture of a guy eating a sandwich
Inception.
with a picture of a guy. It just keeps going.
Inception.
What is that? What is that?
There was like a dude on
Probably a
Reddit
horror
that like had a picture of himself holding a cat that he then turned into a T-shirt of a picture of himself holding a cat.
Holy fuck, yeah.
And he took a picture of himself once a year of him wearing the T-shirt of him holding the cat, and then put that in. It just kept going
This is like,
farther,
what the
farther
fuck?
back.
Yeah, that's like the word umlaut having one in it.
Seven Nation
As-
Army cover.
As awesome as that is, it's not going to beat the original Reddit post of the guy who was taking a picture of the tattoo.
Yeah, how'd you take that picture?
And, yeah, and
How'd you
he
take
did
that
it like
picture?
7 times. That's the coolest thing ever.
Holy shit.
Didn't that one end with, this is the last one, I'm running out of cameras?
Right.
Mm,
He had to use a couple mirrors, too. Because he didn't have enough cameras.
Just a lot of thought to put in something like that. You
I
know?
hope y'all have content, because
Yeah, you know, that's where I'm suffering. That was the area.
Speaking of content,
I'm assuming...
did you send the money?
The what?
The money?
No, I didn't send the
what
money.
money?
Skeeter.
Oh, you didn't buy the speakers?
It's been radio
You
silence. I have not said a
sack
fucking
of
word.
Shit.
I've been busy.
He told his boss
I've
it
been
was a sure
fucking
thing.
very
He
busy.
had already spent
Yeah.
his $3.50 commission on those speakers.
Dude, he's not gonna get that chew back.
He called me 3 times.
He's
I
going to
haven't
get fired
answered
from
the phone.
his job because he told his boss he was going to sell him.
He
Yeah.
says a sure thing,
Was it
boss.
End of the month special. But then there was
Bump
a
you
A
up.
little bit, yeah.
end of the month special.
Am I the same volume to you?
You sound similar, yeah.
All right,
Sound good to me.
never mind.
I'll bump you up a little bit, because you're
But
going to
now
start
the month is
screaming
over.
when the show starts.
So it's a new month. So maybe they went up
Only
to
if I
70.
have a reason to.
I don't know, man.
You always find a reason.
I think it's you.
Ugh.
It's always you make me. It's not me finding a reason.
Yeah.
It's you pushing a reason in my face.
Like, God damn it!
Whatever the reason, there's always a reason.
So you're saying there's a reason.
But there's a difference between me finding it and me being hit with it over the head.
That's true.
All
A
right.
lot of truth to that.
It's Big Game Sunday, so we need to...
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even know.
You're a liar.
Dude, I had no idea. I was like, yeah, that's probably in like a week. I watched hockey last night. I got no idea. We can say the word here too, by the way, Fred.
No, we can't.
Hockey?
No, the big game. It's stupid fucking horseshit that we're not allowed to say. Without paying a license, you gotta pay a here. Look, here's a dime. Super Bowl Sunday.
What? What is that?
I would rather, like, if I was them, I would rather people say Super Bowl. Like,
Right?
why would you not want people to?
I heard it 3 times on the radio on the,
The
way out
big
here.
game just
big
sounds stupid.
Well, people
From 3
talking
different
about
radio
it,
stations.
they won't even say it.
Nobody
haven't heard
says
him
it.
said it.
It's trademarked. The NFL will sue them.
Well, you know, there's another event that was trying to do that for a while. There's a horse race with a very specific name. They were trying to do that.
Like last night, my mom said that the NFL wasn't a private corporation.
It's a monopoly.
Well, no, she said it wasn't a private corporation because she was upset about the kneelers.
Let them deal. Who gives a fuck? Yeah?
How are people still mad about that?
I don't know. They don't even show it. They don't even show it on TV anymore. They don't show the flag and all that. So how the fuck are they
See,
mad?
here's the thing: the people who said they were going to stop
Oh boy, here we go.
stop watching the first time. Don't bring up a topic and then do
Right.
that.
Don't cut us
You
off
get
at the
mad
legs.
at me for responding to what you're saying.
All right, hey,
You
we'll
I
put
didn't
a-
say a goddamn
put a
thing.
pin
I
in that.
just stopped the
you
music.
looked- I know your fucking look.
No, no.
You looked up
think
and
it's
looked
fine.
around and then
People
stopped
they
the
were going to
music.
stop watching NFL 2 fucking years ago because of this. How do they still know they're kneeling? Are they still watching? They must be.
They're not showing it.
I just
Really?
think
They're not
they're all
showing it.
free folk, man. They're just opposed to the kneelers.
Speaking of which, me and Kim finished or have caught up to that
Nice.
this
good.
last week now. So
I'm kneeling.
So
right
So
The
we're all
new-
having a watch party,
The
right?
new True Detective, fucking fantastic.
don't know why-
There's a new one?
Great.
Yeah,
I've
we're on
like
season
wanted to
3
watch it.
right
I just
now.
haven't had a chance. yet.
Second season sucked. The third season's like
I never even
like the first
finished
season.
the second season. I made it about halfway through. Serious question: should I go back and
No.
finish this?
Who's in the third season? Who's the
I
main
don't know
actors?
anybody in it.
Hmm.
I don't know the dude's name, but he's a good actor.
I'm gonna
I've
start
seen
a-
him in something.
I must start a Sudoku podcast if anybody's interested.
African
It's just a half hour of me
He is.
sitting,
One of the two
scribbling,
detectives,
Might as well
cursing.
start a video game podcast if you're
they
going to
make
do
it
that.
very
Right.
prominent that he's a Mason. Like lots of times you'll see his hand.
They
and
did
he's
that in the
wearing a
first
key.
season.
Oh my
I didn't see it in the
god!
first season.
I needed that.
Oh no, I take it
Oh,
back. I'm
nice.
thinking of that Jake
was good.
Gyllenhaal movie where
Yeah.
he was a cop.
No, this one makes sense. Like this
Oh,
dude's
no.
like every Mason I've known, because it's one of those ones that tells a story over like 30 years, like the first one did. And like every scene's like, yeah, I know a Mason just like this guy. Yeah, I know a Mason just like this.
Yeah, your content.
Speaking of which, bylaws vote was last night, and that shit passed because the charter master was there. And as soon as all the old guys started to argue against it, talking about raising dues, he basically stood up and said he agreed with us, me and Harlan and Jeff, for the bylaws committee.
So how much?
5 times Grand Lodge assessments, which for next
Should
year
go up.
is going to be $134.50.
Wow.
Wow. Right. That's what I'm hearing. 5
Okay.
times I'm hearing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
And
names
like-
in season 3.
Like, you know, there were dudes showing up I've never even seen before.
Yeah.
And they were all sitting in like on the other side, and I could tell
is-
they
what
were
is-
all arguing the whole time. He's swiveling his thing.
I understand, but there's some squeak.
Yeah, it's going, whoo.
Yeah, it's a spring on here.
Spring.
That's all right. Okay.
The
This
whole-
is
the
I got.
whole
I
time
figured out what it's
Harlan's
wrong with.
doing his spiel. You can see him over there whispering back and forth and getting mad and shit. And then before any of them talk, when we go to discussion, Rip stands up and he talks for like 30 seconds, sits back down. None of them said a fucking word. And somebody on our side called for a vote. 2 nays out of 28.
How many?
Blew my fucking mind.
How many did not yay it though?
Never- I mean, it was probably 10 maybe.
That just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes on.
I mean, $130 from 80 is quite the jump.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been raised in how long though? How long has it been since
Last
y'all got-
time I raised it,
So it went up in 2012,
I think it was 2010.
but even then it was only like $5.
Yeah, but your
No, we
expenses are fucking.
raised it $20 when I was secretary. Yeah, it was like 63,
Yeah.
and then we jumped to 81.
But your expenses are fucking crazy, like your power bills and your fucking.
Well, yeah, Harlan showed that. For
Yeah,
what our
fucking
dues
insane.
made, we were bringing in $9,600 a year, and then just bills we owe like $12,000 a year.
There you go. You're fucking.
So
you're
the dues
fucking
weren't
Elijah.
even paying the bills.
Yeah.
You get it?
Now maybe dog can cut out a fair.
Oh, God damn.
I wish.
Well, I got bad news
I
for you.
hope we
I got
can.
bad news, bud.
Also, what passed is the building of the house and renting it on the other
Yeah,
lot.
I don't agree with that,
That's
but
gonna
that's
happen.
Also, got good news for y'all. That next fair, Jackal's coming to play. Already got them lined up.
Well, here's my thing about the fair is,
Uh-huh.
which we've got.
I don't know. I don't know why I threw that out there. Why it came to my mind, I don't know.
Brian, the band you like is going to be there. The one that's the
All those dudes
your shirt
again?
band. Yeah.
Good. Do them again?
I got to tell you,
Told you it was popular.
good shit.
Good show.
They're
Fuck yeah, I told
really
you they were
like.
good,
I
man.
would almost rather see them than the actual band. Now.
Probably now they're 70. So
All right.
All right.
We're starting a show.
All right, come on. Yeah, we fucked around long enough. Broadcasting live from the Big House. It's the #1 delivery guy podcast on the iTunes. This is out for delivery. Welcome in. Thanks for watching live on Twitch. This is the very first podcast we have done since the last one.
Not true. For
I'm Colonel Brian. I'm covered up in grievance papers. I got no open spiel. Utah Jazz, good morning.
Good morning.
Funko Fred, drunk again.
What?
Welcome back, sir. It's 2 in a row, right?
He was pre-big gaming.
Yeah, I thank all of you to not fucking say that. Because that's a sore spot with me. I should have never let y'all know
Can we
that.
call it the small game?
Yeah. That little thing. Yeah,
Small
diminishing.
game today.
There's a tiny little fucking, like some kind of game going on. The game. Who cares?
Watch the small game on your big screen.
Ugh, get a real tiny black and white TV and watch it on that if you must.
Watch it on a toaster.
Yeah, watch it in the reflection of a fucking toaster. I don't give a shit.
On a Game Boy with a magnifying screen.
How about the Sony Watchman? It was a black and white television. It had 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. How about that?
That's a good one.
Watchman.
Wasn't that thing like
by Sony.
$100 when it came out or
Yeah,
something?
I got one for Christmas when I was a kid.
In 1985 money, that was like $300.
Right.
It was a lot of money. It was like $3,000 in '85. It was a lot of fucking money.
What if you don't watch it? You just record the audio and put it on a Zune.
Then you get more problems. You get more problems. A Zune plus a Watchman? Fucked.
Do you think it's just because
You're gonna get the street cut.
because the game, the
Oh,
Walkman
no, the game!
was so successful they thought that they would do this?
No, I don't think so.
The Walkman?
The Walkman? I don't. Yeah, probably.
Like everybody had one of those. That was
Yeah, they did
crazy
have one.
popular.
Yeah, the tape Walkman. The CD Walkman, not so good. Skipped a lot.
Too much.
Wolf Kid.
Do you remember the first time? Sorry. Do you remember the first time you saw
Yeah, fuck you,
skip,
sorry.
skip protection
Yeah.
in a portable CD player and how it was like
What
the
the
coolest
fuck is that?
fucking thing in the
4
world?
seconds.
You tried
You
to
had
make it
to-
skip?
And like you
That
would
little
tap on it to see if you could make it skip. Yeah. Okay.
4 seconds.
Nobody under 30 knows what that is.
Right.
What, a Walkman?
No, the skip protection.
Oh, the skip protection.
I had
yeah,
one
fuck
at one
that.
time that had 8 seconds. I was like, shit, it'll never skip again.
That cost like $200.
Mayor Bruce up in the morning.
Good morning.
What?
After lost Jason, he's on vacation. It's Brittany, bitch. Good morning, sir.
How are you okay with that, but not the big game?
No, I'd rather say that 100 times a day in the morning. Makes my teeth white. That's an office bit.
She's probably performing.
Oh, that's an office bit. Yeah, that's the only reason I
She
say that.
performs live in Vegas now.
Who
She's
cares?
not
Doesn't
doing-
everyone?
She's not
So,
doing the
uh,
small game today.
Tell you, when I went to Vegas, I was performing live there for 4 fucking days.
We're
It's
room
like
5
Jason
doing
shaved
that
his head like
SpongeBob
Brittany
song.
did.
Right.
Amy suffered through the entire month of December with the mono.
Really?
The-
Holy shit.
Mono price?
No, the regular mono.
Monorail.
Yes, mono. She had the monorail.
No stereo?
Monolithic.
What are you saying?
Oh, that sucks.
She
You can only
had,
hear one.
She had the kissing disease known as
Mononucleosis.
mono.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, a disease. All right.
Where?
Wow. Who was she kissing?
You know what? Never mind. I was gonna ask that, Brian, and then I was like,
Well, I mean, you could get it off of handling money or, you know,
She
fucking
worked
touching
retail.
something. Yeah, it's
So
fucking-
she just thought she was extra tired during December because
Extra
she works
tired.
retail.
Yeah.
Turns out she wound up getting tested for mono because she wasn't getting much better in the early January part.
Huh.
And they're like, yep, you got the mono.
Jesus.
Turns out, like, mono's like chickenpox. Once you get it, you'll never get it again.
Is that right?
And, like, most people who get it never know they have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But
just
you're
like,
forever a carrier.
yeah, but they just feel like
Well,
they've got a cold for the rest of
You're
their
coming to
life.
the right place.
Oh, fuck. Maybe I've got that.
Or a cold
I've
for
had a
the
cold since '84.
for how long it lasts. Like, you never, like, a lot of people just don't realize it's mono when
Huh,
they had
huh.
this 2 or 3 week cold.
That's weird.
And some people it absolutely lays out.
Now, do you remember a
Yeah,
couple of
I
weeks
know.
ago where you had like a 15-day span where you said, I just like a cold. I'm not sick. I just got a cold.
Yeah, well, it's been worse this week.
Oh, boy. He's got the mono.
hers or yours?
Mine. She's better.
Jason's got it
She's
now,
fine.
everybody.
Well, here's
this
the
motherfucker
D-
spits on me all podcast.
Right,
too.
yeah. And the fucking mic and all that
Here's-
shit
okay,
spitting
here's-
all over it.
Fuck.
Okay.
Brian, you want to switch seats?
No, I'm good.
Here's the good news: is when you start having symptoms,
It's over.
you're pretty much not like you're not
Right.
that contagious anymore.
That contagious, he says.
That contagious. You're not that contagious anymore.
Take the word that out of
and
there.
2, you've probably already had it when you were a kid and didn't realize it.
You're gonna get pink eye
I
now.
don't think so.
You're
Yeah,
looking
you're
through
the pink. Yeah.
Like
Looking through the gap.
the
It is
vast
the pink eye effect.
the vast majority of people get it when they're in like grade school and they just have a cold for 2
I'm
weeks.
surprised
and
she's
it's not
never
that
had it
bad.
before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I-
like
it's
you
weird.
get diagnosed with it finally, and it's like, oh, you know.
So we
fuck,
took
who knows?
Calvin to get
Like
tested because we're
chickenpox
like, if
either.
anybody's got it, it's probably him.
Get it or you don't.
And he didn't have it.
Wow.
And
Is he
so-
sick?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
But we had taken the doctor for a checkup, and we're just like, hey, his mom had mono. You might want to.
She probably got it at work.
More than likely.
Doesn't she work with like a lot of young? Aren't there a lot of young
Yes.
girls who work there?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
And a
Tom
lot
has
of
to do
like
kiss
weird
tests on
people
him.
that come through. Anyway, so
Wait a minute. We want to say, while we're talking about that, while we're on the subject, we want to say happy birthday to the heir
Yep.
of all this,
Yeah.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Happy
It's
birthday,
okay,
buddy.
Avery. You'll be fine.
Yeah, sorry, but they're skipping. It skips a generation.
Don't worry,
no
I've
big
got
deal.
my own Twitch channel.
So-
it's popping
Right, I
off.
hear it's really popular.
I don't know if I knew this last year and just forgot, but Kim's daughter Shelby, her birthday was yesterday as well.
Well, Calvin's is actually the first. We just had
Oh.
his party yesterday.
Okay, I thought it was
The
yesterday.
1st of February? Okay, yeah.
My dad's
February.
birthday is yesterday, which is also Groundhog
Happy
Day,
birthday, Dad.
which is fitting because he kind of looks like a groundhog.
Well, is that it's the same bit. He does it. Pick up those sticks. It's the same thing over and over every day.
Probably.
So yeah, like my dad.
Speaking of Groundhog Day, so the girls were at the house for the sleepover for her party.
Yeah.
And
No, it's a
the
good time for you.
Groundhog theme.
And you
this-
saw your shadow?
This morning they were doing the groundhog math. The
6 more weeks.
Punxsutawney Phil has been a thing since 1884,
Uh-huh.
and they figured out the average lifespan
He's a
of the
Highlander.
groundhog, and they determined that there have been exactly 21.6 Punxsutawney Phils.
Interesting.
What's the
That's interesting.
lifespan of a groundhog?
I don't know.
What about 11
I
years?
mean, but Bill Murray killed like 10 of them, so I don't know.
that could be. That has something to do with
I mean,
it.
we've had a groundhog here for like 10 years. He's a mischief maker. He gets in the chicken pen and eats their vegetables. And
You
Digs
should mark him
holes under
somehow.
the fence to get in.
Put a jacket on him. You know, knit like a
Breaks the
sweater for him or something. Put that on
Entire
him.
chicken wire off of the
Usually less than
thing it's
6 years.
stapled to.
Really?
We get a whole
Lifespan.
family.
Is there a bottom to that thing, or is it just set in the
Nope,
ground?
just
Just
set
set
on the ground. So when he
How
digs a
hard
hole
would it be
underneath,
to pull the whole thing up and put like a board with maybe
Not hard.
grass on top of that or something?
not hard, but
That
you don't want the
that
chicken.
would solve the problem.
Well, the problem would be the chickens are now pooping on wood.
No.
It's not
Put
getting
grass
into
on
the
top of the
ground.
board.
they
Yeah.
eat the grass. There's
Yeah,
just
there
no
won't be grass.
left.
The thing that was weird to me is I was in the office break room early in the morning of Groundhog Day. I didn't even know it was that
Yeah.
dumb shit. I had turned the television off because I'm in there trying to work,
Y'all have a TV?
writing grievances. Yeah, there's TV in the break room. And then Flash comes into the break room, starts asking questions. I ignored him, so he turned the fucking television on. And they had these fucking, they were talking about the shit on the news. And there's this dude holding this giant fucking groundhog, those stupid top hats. And they were talking about it, and he goes, oh, like it was real. Early spring, early spring. You know how he talks with that grunt. And I turned around and looked, and it's dark out where they were doing this in Pennsylvania, right? Is it Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Our home state. Yeah, of course it's in Pennsylvania.
of course. It's right down
Who's
the
holding
road.
it up?
How could you not know that, Brian?
There's fucking lights
It's the
everywhere.
biggest thing we got.
There's lights everywhere. And it's dark outside. Of course the fucking thing's going to see its shadow. You got a fucking million candle watt fucking light
But he said
shining
he
on him.
didn't see his shadow. If he sees his shadow, it means it's a long winter.
I don't
But
think,
what,
Brian,
if he
it's-
doesn't
it's-
see it? What if
it's
the
that-
shadow's behind him?
That's
is what
the
I'm saying.
thing. I don't think it's that a shadow is created. I think it's whether he sees it or not.
Whether he sees it or not.
Yeah.
Well, he could just fucking rig that every time, couldn't you?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you take his head
Fucking-
and point it at the shadow.
Why are we still doing that? You know, why is that a tradition that's lasted? Why do you just
It's-
abandon that dumb shit?
It's how we, control the weather.
That farmer's almanac. The Jews control the weather, Jason. It's not nothing to do with these fucking
who do you-
assholes.
and who do you think Punxsutawney Phil belongs to?
Amish.
The Jews.
That's what I think. I
What
think
was
he's
this
Amish.
asking all that and predicting that polar vortex?
Oh, fuck that thing too. That's not
Okay,
real.
first of all, I'm going back to mono because I'm getting it out of
Oh.
my system.
Sorry, I thought you were done with that.
No.
I thought you were. Don't get it out of your system in here. Get it out outside. Take some
Right.
pills.
I slept 10 hours. There's no pills you can take.
Oh, come
I
on.
slept 10 hours on Thursday night
Stackers.
and woke up and looked around and said, I'm going back to bed.
So it causes excessive sleeping.
Yeah.
Causes
It
you to be
makes you
exhausted.
extremely
To
exhausted.
be
Really?
fair, this was a great week for you to have that.
I know.
Well, no,
Did you have it
wasted
before?
I mean, like it
vacation,
was a
though.
bad week, but it was also a good week.
Yeah, that sucks. Doesn't it?
No, so this weekend's been very extremely tired on me. And then yesterday we talked politics at the table.
Ugh,
Wait,
fuck.
talked?
He screamed.
We started with
yeah.
talking.
It was scripted
So
down.
Jason's like Job from the Bible. He takes a fucking week vacation and gets mono. Sits there and sleeps the whole fucking week.
Yeah, just Thursday.
What now,
on.
Lord?
Just Thursday.
What
on.
next? I will put sores all over your body. Poor Jason. Every fucking time something happens. You know what?
He's
Every
suffering
time.
the 10 plagues.
I would never take another vacation if I were you.
individually.
Now,
Yeah.
did you use sick
But it
leave
only
instead
happens
of
like on vacation
No,
weeks.
no, no.
Boom,
This
there's
is
another one.
vacation.
You know what the last one is?
Locust.
Death of the firstborn son?
Oh, I thought like a birth of a grandson might happen. That's
No,
kind of
it's
fucked up too. Isn't it?
fine.
Same thing.
We keep lamb's blood on the door. We're good here.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, good. You got to do something. So
Yeah.
again, sorry, mono.
Yeah. No, I'm
Oh, you're done? Okay.
I'm just extremely tired, and then I get to go back to work right as it's hitting its swing. I feel like, Or I could just be getting like a low grade sickness and not have mono at all. But I have definitely diagnosed myself with mono and not extreme tiredness.
You didn't do it with WebMD, did you?
No.
'Cause if
No, it's
so,
probably
you-
cancer.
You have cancer.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
absolutely.
Because Amy may have looked on WebMD first to figure it out before she got diagnosed. Some of the stuff she looks up could be from WebMD.
It's cancer or mono.
Maybe.
But she saw a real doctor, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
went and
did.
had a blood
Okay.
test, and they said, yeah.
Like,
you
She,
got
she didn't
mono.
self-diagnose.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, so no, I'm exhausted and my joints all hurt.
Well, you're
that's
coming
just-
back right. Well, that's because you're older. You know,
yeah.
that's all.
Yeah,
You're
but that hurt
becoming
more
an
than
elder.
normal. How about that?
Oh, okay.
I bet they don't hurt as much as they would have if you had been outside in minus 20-degree weather.
Probably.
Yeah, what about that? Like,
You did miss that, which
it
is, you know,
supposedly got really cold, which I don't know. It looked cold outside. I didn't go the fuck out.
First of all, fuck you.
Hey,
And
well, you know
then
what? I didn't really suffer
today,
that badly.
You didn't
It's
walk
like
at all, did
60
you, Bruce?
degrees. It's 59 degrees right now.
Say
You didn't wa-
again?
You didn't walk at all, did you?
My route has 2.5 miles of walking on it.
Does it?
Yes.
I thought you was all mounted.
Apartments and businesses.
Why didn't y'all just cancel like Indiana and them did?
Oh, we're tougher than that.
Hmm.
Because Indiana and those
They
dudes
were
had
also
60
in
below.
Indiana.
Yeah, they
bunch
were
of
also about 30
bitches.
degrees colder.
Yeah. Didn't bother me too much. I mean, I had a little trouble at the beginning.
But
then
the
I-
big city canceled and we didn't.
There
And
was
then the
big
next
cities,
day,
The little city.
and then the next day, the big city was open and we weren't.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, you're
Schools.
talking
I
about
did-
schools, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying not to say things I'm not supposed to.
I did-
So
doing
I'm
good.
making stuff up.
I did.
who has reprimanded you over saying things? Who is doing that? Oh, it's Jason. I don't know.
I did make a comment on Tuesday that there have been several times in my life when I've said the sentence, I can't feel my face, and usually it's a good
bad,
thing.
yeah.
It was not the case Tuesday.
That's the worst part.
Yeah, usually it's alcohol related. I could have it.
Well,
too.
maybe.
Oh, alcohol, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could pull all my teeth right now.
And cocaine, of
And not
course.
feel, oh, what? Wow, that
No,
took a
you said
turn.
alcohol first.
No.
It's alcohol.
Cocaine, but you only go numb from like the eye sockets down with that. It doesn't go up at all.
It can.
Your forehead's still good. It's just here. You're like, nope, that's all
Here
numb.
and-
Until
all
the day
this.
somebody finds a way to apply
Yeah.
it directly to the brain.
And you're like, my throat feels
Like, give you a
weird.
skull
Oh, I guess
cap
it's all
and-
numb.
Sprinkle Coke on your brain.
Well, yeah, there was a wind blowing, polar wind, and I fucked up and I watched the weather,
No, you never do that.
and I kind of predicted what this dude was gonna say. It's the one with his hair on fire, the Dracula-looking dude we have
Yeah.
here, fucking
Yeah.
real asshole.
That's as bad as going to WebMD to diagnose
It
your
is.
illness.
It really is, and I don't know why.
You're gonna die.
People
if you're
watch him.
outside for more than 5 minutes, you're gonna die.
Some
Well,
people
see,
did.
I watched him fucking.
Yeah.
Well, look, I watched him Saturday. No, Friday. Okay, and he said, okay, the next couple of days going to be 60 fucking degrees.
Mhm.
We're going to be back right at this. It's 4 days in the 60s. I said, he's going to find a way to turn this around. He's going to say something is
Negative.
terrible is going to happen
Yeah.
because it's 60 degrees. I said, it's going to flood or it's going to be fucking bugs or some kind of, he's going to predict some weird shit.
Yeah.
He came back on and started talking about frozen fog.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked
There's a lot
about
of
the
fog.
potential for rain and possible flooding. He said that. All right, so get ready, everybody. Get ready. He is a fucking asshole.
But to be fair, our town up there hasn't upgraded their wastewater drainage system since the 1940s.
Well, they're certainly charging
So
for it.
if 5 people spit at the same time, it can cause localized flooding. Like
Mhm.
how many people have we had die on like an underpass in this town in the past 4
Yeah,
years?
there's been a couple. Yeah,
Like-
but he never said what the prediction. How much rain?
Well, yeah.
1/10 of an inch.
I think in this town,
Something like, oh, they're all gonna die. Everybody's gonna die if you watch the news.
Well, in this town though, you can predict localized flooding every week. And,
Yeah,
and
every time it rains. Yeah.
somebody's basement carpet's getting ruined. I promise you.
Right.
Like, so it's not a lie. Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I just don't like the way he whips people up, and everybody's afraid all the time. And the people who are in most fear watch the most news,
Yes.
and I hate it. I hate that. It's a
that.
mental
Wednesday,
problem.
Donna, you know Donna.
Mm-hmm.
She's in there, and Wednesday was one of the cold days, and she was just wearing normal dress, and she's getting ready to leave. And I was like, "You're gonna be really cold today. It's like super fucking cold." And she was like, "Well, you know, I just wear my normal winter stuff. I don't ever look at the weather."
Mm.
And I said, "Well, don't you watch the news?" And she said, "Yeah, but I don't ever watch the weather. I just like hearing stories about like people getting murdered and stuff
Oh
like that."
God
And I
damn.
said, "Okay,
At
well
least
the
she's honest.
cold is gonna murder some fucking people today, so go get some more clothes
Yeah,
on."
let's get interested in the fucking.
Donna watches the stories about murder because she wants to find out if they're onto her.
You know what? That's probably right.
Well, she also learns.
He wants to know.
How did that person get caught?
Right.
Not doing that again.
If you watch enough of those shows, you will eventually figure out how to dispose of the body
Mm-hmm.
and how to get away
Just
with
do
it.
what we do and listen to true crime podcasts.
Yeah. I'm always like, that dude's a fucking idiot. That's where he
Yeah.
fucked up right there.
Mm-hmm.
He should have just kept his mouth shut.
My God,
Why is he
Jesus,
joining
really.
the search party?
Never do a polygraph.
Why is he joining the search
Never do a
party?
polygraph.
No.
I feel like
Never.
the season
adds nothing.
3 or 4 of Dexter is still the best way to hide a body. Hide it under a grave.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think you should just dispose
alligator
of it. You
pit.
should just like find like a furnace that
They
burns
always
like
miss a scrap
2,500
of
degrees.
clothing or something
Just
like
burn
that.
just burn just ashes.
I
Yeah,
don't,
but
I
then
don't
you
have
get
a
it to ash and then you can
incinerator
manage it.
handy.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you
still
can.
got bones.
No, there's a
and
place. Well, you can burn the bones will burn up at 2,500. You can do something. That's what I'm saying.
Crematoriums
You just
use
don't throw a body in a
grinders to
fucking
get rid of
shallow
the
grave.
bones.
Who are all these lazy fucking murderers? They can't dig a deep grave. What is this? A hurry? All of a sudden? You took 6
Usually-
months to
usually,
plan a
yes.
murder. You took 6 months to plan a murder, and you didn't figure out how to get rid of the
No,
body.
that's the problem I've noticed is most of the people who get caught did not take 6 months to plan it. They
No.
planned it in a week and was like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
I forgot about how
or
to
an
get
hour,
rid of the body.
you know.
Or not
Or,
at all.
yeah, it's
I feel like more
Spur of the
murders are
moment.
not premeditated.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that make good true crime podcasts are the ones where they plan for like a week.
That's
you know, the ones that are entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not like the dude, like the cops walking, he's still standing there. Oh, hey guys, she fell.
And I got this shovel here and a little bit of duct tape. I'm just going to work on this
I'm just a gardener.
tree over
Leaky
here. so I don't know.
HVAC system.
Yeah, I got a sap problem with this fucking maple. Hey, on my way here, I passed a car.
Yeah,
Canadians are the best fucking people in the world. They really
sure.
are.
Yeah,
I
True.
won't- Yeah.
And this is my anecdotal evidence to prove that all of them are nice. I passed a carload of people on my way here with Ontario plates. And I got up next to them, and I just happened to look at them like, you know, I don't know what I was expecting to see. Canada,
they were all
they're just
wearing
fucking regular people.
toboggans and yeah.
No, they're just driving, and they're all looking ahead down the road, and they all get these fucking grins on their faces. Happy as fuck to be driving through the state. Just, just looking around like, hey, this is wonderful.
He was
pleasant.
waiting to watch them talk to see their heads bob up and down over
Very
their
pleasant.
clothes.
I'm surprised they didn't wave at him.
Hello, friend. Hello, buddy.
Very pleasant people.
Not your guy, buddy.
Not
They weren't
your
even looking
buddy,
around. They were
pal.
just smiling. I was thinking, maybe they saw me talking to myself, and they were laughing at me, and they're just like, what is this fucking? Keep looking ahead. Look straight ahead.
Probably on their way home from a murder.
It
So
might be
be.
all. It might be
They've
all
got
the
it out of
legal
their
weed.
system.
Jolly good.
Could be.
Yeah, it might be all the legal weed they have in Canada
could be.
now.
Or it could be that Justin Trudeau is their leader, and they have nothing to worry
Yeah, I
about.
don't know how I feel about him, but I don't want to get into next. It's political. I don't talk politics on this show.
I don't think Jason has a voice
Yeah,
for more politics.
So,
Here's something that happened.
oh
Is
no!
my dad was here,
Oh no!
and my dad said, like, why are you so upset? Like, I'm like, because she reads fake news and believes it. And he says, no, she doesn't. And like, and I'm like, you don't live here. You're here 5 days a year
that's
at
your
max.
yeah, that's his argument every time.
So then I said,
What's that got to do with the fucking news? What's
so then I said, well, he's saying that she doesn't believe this shit. And I'm like, she absolutely does. And she's outside smoking. And I say, she thought for a month that Dearborn, Michigan was under Sharia law because of something she'd read on Facebook. I had to show her 5 different sources before she said, okay, maybe you're right. And I think she still believes it. And he says, that's bullshit. She did not. That's crazy. She walks back in and I said, Mom, do you believe that Dearborn, Michigan's under Sharia law? Well, all the signs are in Arabic, so yeah, pretty much. And he's just like, fuck, all right.
No,
I give.
Dearborn, they do play the call to prayer publicly, and it's run.
But
That's
it's not
the number
Sharia
one place.
law. It's not Sharia law.
Maybe not.
It's not. Fake news, man.
I mean, they run the city council. There's a majority Muslim population in Dearborn.
because
I don't know why the fuck they went to Dearborn, but hello, they're here, and the signs are in Arabic. So
Just think, Jason, if it was, would you know about it?
Man, nobody else lives in Michigan.
well, if you
yeah,
look
I would
it up,
know about it because
There's a couple
somebody
people.
living there would sue the hell out of the government for instituting Sharia law, which is unconstitutional.
what is this
It would be
Sharia
big
law?
Maybe
shit?
they're
news.
afraid of being killed.
It's
like
the law
Hammurabi's
that
Oh, I know what it is, but like you run it past the elders and then make sure it equals with the religion.
no,
right?
no. Like the laws are based on the Sharia law.
kosher.
Like they have to, like women have to wear the burqa.
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah.
like lots of rules that are completely unconstitutional in America, so there's no way it could happen. And
Kind
then
of like
she-
they say Christian nation, all that shit.
Yeah, and then she even brought up the one Muslim in Congress, and I'm like, 1 out of 500 and something. Okay,
that's not bad.
It's terrifying. Well,
Well,
they're
they
bad
cares?
people.
They did
no,
9/11.
no, bad people. I say that
Yeah.
I've been hurt way more by the fucking Christians than the Muslims. Okay,
And
Fuck.
then my sister's head's just exploding.
I'm sure. I'm
She's
sure it
just
did.
like, Mom,
What Jason
Mom,
doesn't know
Mom.
Yeah, you can't correct that
is
though. You just
on
gotta
the way
let it
out
go.
the door, his sister had a conversation with his mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh boy, good job on keeping this
Mom.
for the show too.
Go on.
would you really be that upset if I married a black person?
Oh God, Nick's black.
I knew it. I knew he was black.
Okay, Nick was standing right there behind her and just looks like, wait, I'm right here.
I knew it. I knew he was black. Holy shit.
Right.
Your mom just says, I don't have any issue with black people, but I wouldn't want you marrying one.
Oh my God.
I don't have an issue with him.
And she looked at Nick
Oh my
and said,
God.
no, I'm talking about
see
if
where
Nick
Jason
wasn't
gets it.
here. And they had a whole, that just went round in a loop.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
At that
my
point,
God.
you're really kind of just poking the bear, though. You know what I mean? Like doing it, and he's standing right here, and you kind of just.
The last thing she said to me last night was John McCain was a traitor. Because she had heard somewhere, like on Fox News, this one general called him Songbird McCain.
Right.
And she said that like on the day of his funeral. I was like, that's bullshit. And then I looked it up real quick, and that dude got fired from Fox News and all this shit because of it. And I'm like, he wasn't a traitor. Like, Trump just doesn't like him. You don't need to listen to everything Trump says.
Please don't.
And then,
Yeah, don't do that.
So she said it again last night, so I sent her 23 articles.
She didn't read one.
Like disputing the facts that this guy put forward about John McCain being a traitor
Well, not a-
when he was a POW.
I
Since
wouldn't
he's
say
done
he was a
that, I
traitor.
still
I
haven't
wouldn't say
seen
that.
his mom.
Really.
She has not come out of the room.
She also said that he was no better than Jane Fonda.
I don't know about that either.
But bear in mind, my mom was a hippie and was against the war.
Right.
How
How the fuck do you turn out? How do you turn like being a hippie and now you're this conservative? What the fuck?
How does this happen
I don't
to
know.
me? And
It's
like
the news.
my dad's like, you're gonna have a stroke. I was like, you don't understand. I live with a person who I know to be intelligent, and you know, I've looked up to pretty much all my
Brainwashed.
life. Like, I would go to her and be like, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And now she's coming at me with complete and total bullshit.
I think
Like,
Brainwashed.
I think age turns everybody into Republicans.
A little bit.
Because Republicans are more for keeping the status quo
Well, they're
and not
afraid.
changing things.
Yeah,
and
they're
old
af- they're
people
very afraid.
don't want to
But-
change the
But
way.
I'm fine with it because
just
I'm a
full of hate.
libertarian. Like, I'm fine with most conservative values. Like 90% of like actual true conservative values, I'm fine with. What I have a problem with is whenever Trump stands up and says some bullshit, and then they're all like, "Well, yeah, of course that's the way McCain was a traitor. Yeah, we shouldn't celebrate people who got captured in war."
Well,
and then 4 hours later, he says something else that completely contradicts the thing he said earlier today. And she's like, "Well, yeah, of course that's true."
Some of the things that I've heard about John McCain was he crashed a lot of planes. He probably shouldn't have been where he was. He got into this military school because his dad was a fucking famous guy and was very powerful, and he got his kid into this school, and some of the people that were in school with him hated him because of that. And then when he went, of course he's the war hero because he got captured because they claimed that he was reckless, that he was a reckless
Okay,
pilot.
that's fine, but still, he went to war when
he
most
did. He
other
went to war.
politicians, and he got captured, so there was danger there, guys.
Well, he went to war where most of these fucking assholes in power never did. They tried
Yeah,
to
that's
find
my
a way
point.
out. Yeah.
It's like he's like one of the few people who actually did go to war. In a war you could get out of if you had a little bit of money.
And it was unfortunate that he was captured. That sucks.
But
Nobody
I'm saying there
wanted
was
the guy to
some
get caught.
danger. It's not like he was completely out of danger. Like there was some danger
was-
because he got captured.
Well, he was tortured too. I mean, fuck.
I mean,
Came home, he can't raise his arms up, all that shit. Fucking Obamacare, bad, bad. He's doing this with his elbows. It's terrible.
no, no.
I mean, I wasn't crazy about him, but there was times where I say,
understand.
you know what, McCain, I get it.
I understand. And plus the one time when the woman stood up and spouted the conspiracy theory whenever
and
he
he
was
shut her
running
down. That
against
was good.
Obama, and he shut her down. Like that's what an American ought to do whenever he's
Right.
running for office.
Right.
That's respectful. I wouldn't have voted for him.
No.
But that was respectful.
Well, the one thing, he erases a lot of that by bringing that fucking broad in from Alaska. That
Yeah.
fucked up a lot of shit.
It
That
did.
that was kind of a
It did.
fucked up point in American politics there. Open the door for all this
And
nonsense
Democrats
we
are
got
trying
here
to shoot babies right as they're coming out the birth canal.
now. I know, it's fucking brutal.
That was something she said last night.
Oh, she said that. That was something she said, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'd hang around longer, but I got some babies to kill. See y'all later.
Actually, it was she popped
Yeah,
her head
no,
in from
that's-
outside to yell that into the house and then quickly close the door
Oh, that was the
before anyone could argue with her.
That's
That was
the
a
art of-
hand grenade.
that's
She
master
just
trolling. Yeah,
pushed
yeah.
that in and
just to
closed
keep
it.
it going while you're outside. Because I want to
That's what
continue
Brian
this.
does.
I know. Fuck, she been
Start
listening to this
shit
show.
and walk away.
By the way, the fucking draft dodger.
I mean, she's right though. Have you heard about the shit New York's doing?
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Shooting babies right as they're coming out the womb.
Pretty
much.
much.
Well, okay, go on. Go, because God help me,
Yeah, I
my
haven't
mom had a
heard this.
point.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Go on.
Abortion is now legal there until birth.
What?
No, that's a
Yeah.
nah.
Yes.
That can't be. There's federal
Can't
law
be.
against
Yeah,
that,
there's
isn't there?
laws, all kinds of laws against
No,
that.
look.
Nah, I don't want.
That happened like 3 or 4 days ago.
I don't want to look. I don't want to get into that. You get sidetracked. You know
As
what I
long
mean?
as the baby is not born, you can abort it.
Well, speaking of abortion, Skeeter's called me 3 fucking times this week since I bought those fucking speakers.
You gave him your word.
I didn't give him any words.
You
Well,
told
see,
him
he's
you
called me
died.
3 times, and he never left a message. I never answered the phone. I'm hoping he'll call back at some point during this program today, because I'm not going to call him, because that's where we get into the thing, hey, you're on a podcast. He calls me, don't have to say that.
If I was him, I'd never call you again. You
Well, you never know,
fucking-
man.
You backed out of the deal.
I haven't really backed
You
out. I just haven't gotten
agreed to
around
buy
to
the
executing the
speakers.
deal.
According to political fact, no New York abortion law does not let mothers abort babies a minute before they would be born.
Why would they? Seems like you would get rid of that shit right at the beginning instead of waiting to the end.
I mean, it's like the bill hasn't passed yet.
Oh, so it's just a proposed bill?
Under the new law, women can get an abortion after 24 weeks only if their health is threatened or the fetus isn't viable.
Okay.
All right.
So all you have to do is find a doctor who is going to say, yeah, your health is threatened.
Here's the thing.
You're good to go.
Here's the
It
thing.
will
The
wrap
vast
my
majority
pussy.
of late-term abortions are people who
Would-
are very upset about it. Like the baby has a name. Most of the time,
Oh, they get
They
the
get-
nursery ready, all that
they
shit.
get buried. Something went horribly wrong with this pregnancy that made that the best case scenario at that point.
You can either give birth to a dead baby or you can have it removed. One of those two. And that's still technically an abortion.
Or the baby could be dead and then now it's threatening the life of the mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not an abortion then. If it's dead,
That's
you're,
classified as one, though, I think. That's what they're saying.
okay. But I'm talking about the act of somebody killing the baby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's... I'm not
Which
Okay.
you
sure
can
about all
do
that.
up until it's born, as long as a doctor says the mother's in danger.
Well, I don't think there's a pretty high standard for
And
for
as
a
somebody
doctor
who's
can't just say,
pro-life,
oh yeah,
I
it's
thought
you know.
you would be more up in arms about this.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I guess my point is like seniority's got to count for something. Like if the baby is seriously threatening the health of the mother,
I was gonna say you need.
You got to prioritize the life of the mother, because that's technically by law that the fetus is not viable. It's not a
Yeah.
person yet.
here's a question
That's
I
what
have.
it's just a semantics.
Depends on
It's,
where
it's a
you
question of
think
law,
it's
really,
a-
is the way one side argues it. The other side argues the morality of it. That's all. It's the only difference.
An embryo at
Nobody's really for it.
like 2 weeks in the womb
Mhm.
is significantly more advanced than a bacteria. So why is it that when we find bacteria on Mars, there is now life on Mars?
I see your point.
Hmm.
But that.
Bacteria is really uncommon.
Because
on
bacteria
Mars.
does.
Yeah.
But bacteria does live on its own.
Just saying,
I mean, I think that's
you
the,
can't say, "Hey, that's life," and then this thing which is more advanced life is not life.
Well,
Look,
the thing, bacteria
here's-
does live on its own. It doesn't depend on another thing.
But here's my
I think that's
point
what-
on the whole
yeah.
abortion thing is I would never personally like sign paperwork for a kid that had
Allowing it.
anything to do with me to get an abortion. But as it turns out, I don't have a say so in it, so I don't
Yeah.
have that much of a
Recently,
dog in the
yeah.
I
fight.
mean, it's fine.
It's
I
come to
don't-
light recently that you have no say over a woman's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna pay for it. Past
Not
that,
yet.
it's your decision.
Yeah, I guess that's your call. That's kind of.
So you finally
know-
learned that women are people?
He's coming to the realization.
I
yeah,
mean, like a
finally.
lesser,
He doesn't have.
like a
the
lesser
choice.
kind of
almost
people.
enlightened.
Like 3
They're allowed to ride in the front of his Camaro.
Right.
That is
Okay.
true.
The only people.
Well, that's true.
That was funny too, by the way. I was admonished for not cutting that. I didn't even think about it. I wasn't really admonished.
Anyway, so not exactly true.
It is.
All right. Sometimes it is.
Doctors
sometimes
gotta
it's
say
not.
it's okay.
I mean, there's a lot more to the argument
It's
than
not like some woman can
That's
go in
not
there
hard to
chewing.
do.
It's not like some
There are
woman can go in there
doctors and-
chewing bubble gum, like when she's like a week away from her husband. Yeah, I changed my mind.
yeah, fuck it.
Like there's other hoops that are gonna have to be gone through.
And I think the medical evidence has to support that. You can't just have a doctor say, yeah, go ahead. Trust me. They don't ever trust doctors. They have to, there's establishment of some kind of fucking proof. There would have
I mean,
to be.
I'm not saying it's easy, but it's also not easy to get a prescription for some kind of painkiller that you don't need. But all you have to do is find the right doctor.
True.
Maybe.
I feel like those doctors won't.
no
be
maybe.
I
practicing
mean, I had
for
trouble
long
finding a
because I
doctor
feel
that'll give
like
that shit out now.
Anti-abortion activists are going to be really looking at shit as hard as they can.
Not in New York.
I just don't like the fucking the that's kind of the thing. Like they
And
hear that
you're
one
thinking
part,
about-
and it's like, oh my god, the Muslims have taken over fucking Dearborn. It's kind
Yeah.
of the same You know what I mean? They just present like half the information.
The aborters have taken over New York.
Oh my
They're
God!
just running around getting pregnant and then aborting
Yeah, they're
babies
doing
at
it on
9
purpose.
months.
Yeah, they're killing. Fuck, they're taking kids away from the mothers.
They
and
do
just
it
killing
for
them.
fun.
Yeah, they just kill for fun. That's what we do.
They got fucking like stickers on their helmet, like football players when they
Yeah.
get a good play.
You
That's
mean-
another one.
But
Oh,
look,
kill for fun? You mean like the guys who shoot the big bucks that know they're going to taste like shit just so they can have
Idiots.
the huge rack?
Fucking
Like that's
idiots, yeah.
killing for fun too.
it is
let's be
kind of,
fair
isn't
on
it?
that.
Don't you think?
I don't have a problem with somebody shooting a deer and eating it.
No.
But they shoot these huge bucks that they know the meat's going to taste like shit.
It's
just
gonna
to
be
get
bad,
the
yeah.
trophy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know, they have to control the population. It's,
I mean,
not,
if
it's not
you-
my policy. I don't know.
If you're hunting for meat, you hunt doe. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, and you kill a young one, tender.
Younger.
Clearly,
Younger.
they're hunting
I mean,
for
you don't
sport.
knock the spots off
Yeah.
of them, but it's a fucking little, you know.
Exactly. If you're doing it for meat, that's the kind of deer you shoot.
young meat, you know. It's fucking-
This is
I don't
going a
know.
weird place.
That is
Let's just move
uncomfortable,
on.
isn't it?
You saying you want to shoot a baby deer? Because that's what
Yeah.
I'm hearing.
He's going to be the next deer
9
abortion
months?
doctor.
Like the equivalent to a
Still
How long is that?
21-year-old
How long is a
deer.
deer pregnant before the
I don't
deer-
know, like right before
the baby
this-
deer comes
like
out?
when
Are you
the
saying
when
you
the
would have been the one
nose
that shot
pokes
Bambi?
out,
To
cuts
shoot
it off.
Bambi?
Bambi.
Yeah, he's the one
Let's
who's
bring
going
up
to try to
Bambi,
shoot
don't they?
Bambi.
Do you try and find a pregnant doe and shoot it in the
Let's
in
move
the
on to how
stomach
he's
area?
Try
a
to find the
horrible
one-
person because he didn't buy the speakers.
You try to find the one that looks like the Gerber baby, and then that's the one you kill. What's your question?
Yeah, so let's move on to how you're a horrible person because you haven't. bought
Okay,
the
yeah. Well,
speakers.
I haven't got around to it, Jason. I've been very busy at work,
Uh-huh.
working on the street and, doing my duty
Uh-huh.
as a union official.
Yeah.
6 months,
I got
Bruce.
a quick comment on that. Okay, so up to 3 months after they're born is
Yes.
within the 9-month rule. Okay, cool.
This conversation is not viable. Okay, can't live on its own. Can't
Let's
continue.
abort this
We
conversation.
are boarding the conversation. We can't continue.
Too late.
Ugh. It's gone on too long. Now you got to finish it.
It's still early.
See how
Tom.
bad it is
We're
when you
not
let it
even,
go?
We're not even to break yet.
That's a good point. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go on and abort this show. Just hit
Good night.
record
No,
again.
abort the conversation.
How funny would it be
Not
if
the
you just
show
closed it up and
I
said,
think-
"Nope, that's it,
I
end the
think the
show."
whole show's bad. Let's just start all the way
Yeah,
over.
let's start over again. I gotta fucking do
I
this
mean,
shit.
you're not wrong.
Hang on.
So
No, don't do that.
Are we
I
going to
don't-
talk
I don't
about
have
your
time.
grievances, Brian?
No, we still can't talk about them specifically. I'm just going to say there's 3 major ones, and then it spawned 2 others that I'm going to file money. So now I got 5 active ones going on.
Brian is on Slack.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's the show. Forget all that fucking 30 minutes that we just said. Erase that from your mind.
No. That's for our
let's
Patreon
talk-
subscribers.
Yeah, let's talk about the Patreon subscribers. You're going to get a piece of this studio if you
minutes
give
of
us some money.
uncut?
Yeah, and then, just here we go. We're resetting. It's a comedy show.
So anyway,
Okay, good. Turn it down.
Brian's on Slack.
Slam the fucking door.
posting the picture of his union.
God,
book
can you believe what a mess
and
that is?
All the grievances he's in the middle of,
Ugh.
and then he says some sentence about how he's taken down the whatever
Employer.
the big office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a bigger book.
Let me tell you something, Brian.
It's a Jaws reference.
You of all people should know grievances don't
Boat
fix a
movie.
goddamn thing. They just get other people paid.
No, they're going to fix it.
They don't fix the problem.
They're going to change behavior this time.
We got our union steward is on a mission, a fight to get no lunches back into place because our
Yeah,
office
we have that. Yeah, that's a sporadic.
our office isn't doing it, and he's like every day during our morning meetings,
Mhm.
like our boss would get up and say his spiel, and he'd be like, "Does the union have anything?" He goes, "Yeah, I got something to say." He'd get up there and he'd be like, "These fucking guys aren't giving us our," and our boss is standing like right next to
Yeah,
him.
it's perfect. Who wants to? Oh, I like that guy.
That's
Yeah, I like it
awesome.
because I like doing that.
Yeah,
I love it. Hey, by the way,
I'm
got
filing a
anything?
fucking
Yes.
grievance every day because they're not giving us our shit.
So they're not letting you take a lunch?
not letting them
No,
skip their
not
lunch.
letting us skip our lunch.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
We
a.
don't want
It's
to be there
a.
any longer than we have to be.
Look, it's a. You have to fill out the form and have him. Did he tell you that, Fred?
Yes,
You have
yeah,
to
yeah.
fill out the form, have him denied, and he grieves every one
Yep.
of those. Right. Because that's been something that's been going on for years, and they can't just stop doing it. It's particular offices. It's stupid.
I think, isn't there like federal working regulations on you having to take lunch?
No, you
Yeah.
can sign waivers.
No.
Yeah,
OSHA,
especially
Not
with you
necessarily a
driving.
waiver, but it's a
OSHA language
practice.
says they have to give you the opportunity to take a lunch.
But there's
Like,
nothing
you
they
don't
would-
have to take one.
But there's nothing that would come into play because you're driving.
No, it's not a driving necessarily.
You
You know,
still
you
get your
can't cover
breaks, just
everybody
don't
with
get 2
this.
10-minute
How,
breaks.
how long can a truck driver drive before?
I
they
mean, are
have to
you
take a
driving
break?
for 8 straight hours? Let's ask
I mean,
a truck driver.
drivers like that's
10 hours.
that's a
Only we
different
knew one.
class of license.
Oh, if only
Like,
we
I
knew
don't-
one.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, they can't go 8 hours.
Who's in the
without
chat room? Is
stopping.
Beast in here? Does Beast ever come in here? He's a fucking truck driver.
I don't know who's
You
in
have
the
10
chat room
hours.
today. Nobody
You
said
have
a
to stop.
word.
Remember the old logbooks? My dad had a paper logbook. You had to draw lines on this graph and tell when you stopped. If they pulled you over, they wanted to look at your logbook and shit. It's all done on computer now, but
Yeah, nobody said a word. Somebody say something.
Fuckers, come on. Liven
Pick it-
up in here.
Pick it up.
Yeah, pick it the fuck up. Maybe you ran him off with that abortion shit.
No, nobody said anything since we started the show.
No, fuck. Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
That's
All
because
right.
they
This
didn't
thing
want to
goes-
talk about politics or abortion. They were
Right.
scared of what they were going to come up with.
Right.
I'm a little concerned with it.
Well, we got
We hit the two big ones right out the gate.
Yeah.
we have a few signed in, but more are watching.
All right.
Our
than
boss
are
goes.
signed in.
Our boss goes. I'm only going to approve it if you have a reason written down.
Yeah,
And
I gotta go.
one of my buddies goes, I'm gonna write down. I want to get off 30 minutes earlier so I can jack off quicker.
There you go. I gotta get the jacking off.
Look,
That's
I'm jacking.
valid.
I'm jacking off at 3:30. Now it's your choice whether I'm doing it at home or
Or
whether I'm doing
in
it
the truck. That's right. You're in control. I have an appointment to jack off, and that time is a firm thing. But yeah, they talked about that at the meeting, and they gave some blanket order, which is a unilateral change of working conditions, and that's prohibited. Sorry, can't do it.
Did you tell him that he couldn't do that?
We didn't have a problem in our office with it, so nobody really asked for them at our
Mm.
place. So, I mean, I took one a couple weeks ago, but it's no big deal. I mean, every once in a while,
Yeah,
not a
you've got
common thing.
everybody
So.
scared over there. Of course
I don't know.
gonna
They're
let
not
you have
scared. They just do whatever they want. They don't know.
Hmm.
But we're working on it.
So how was the office this week while I wasn't
Miserable.
there?
It was miserable in there.
Well,
we had
Jason
3
had a
people who
palm
are at
tree.
home who are supposed to be in there, but they're at home.
What was the volume like? Was it heavy volume?
It was
a couple days.
above average every day. I think we had above average, and they're saying, they get up there in the morning meeting and they say, okay, we were about back to normal now.
It's
and we're
February and you're still saying we're about back to normal.
And the clerk goes,
I think
"Y'all
this
gonna
is
have some
normal."
wait time tonight. Telling us we're gonna have wait time. We got 6 pallets back here.
Oh,
So, and
Nice.
I was like, there's nothing normal about this shit.
I want to call out a company real quick too. Planet Fitness, if you could just hurry up and go out of fucking business.
Yeah.
Because every day,
They've been putting those things out
Every fucking day.
fucking day. Join for free.
yeah.
Order
They're
delivery.
never gonna go out of business because of people like me.
You join and just never go.
No, I joined and went for a year, and it's not
see.
worth the $5-10 a month, whatever it is, to go up there and hassle to cancel it.
Oh, you have to have a
So-
doctor's note and shit.
You gotta have the original check you signed up for.
Oh,
You gotta have the same
goddamn.
numbers on
it's
it
easier
and
to get an
everything.
abortion than it is. to
It is.
switch
It's
to
easier to get an
Planet
abortion
Fitness.
than it is to get out of a
You
fucking
can't do it by
contract.
phone. You can't do it by internet. You gotta go
You
up
can
there.
do it
point.
through your bank. Go
Well,
to your
I
bank
can
and
keep
say,
that
"Don't
going."
give these people my money anymore."
I can, but I might want to sign up now that they opened up.
You ain't done-
I wish you would. I wish you go. Can you imagine? Hey, Jason come in all tan and shit. I've been using the tanning bed. I got a massage. It's perfect.
No,
No
you're-
lunks. No fucking
It's a
weightlifting
hydro
dudes in there.
massage.
Hydro. I thought they had a lady in there. They don't have a lady.
No, they don't have a
It's a
lady.
hydro
They got a
Nobody- no
massage
touch.
machine.
No
Yeah.
touch massage. A machine or is it a chair?
No, it's a bed you lay down on, and it's got this thing that covers you. And
Not
then there's
comfortable
water
with that.
jets that fucking massage you.
I
It's
don't-
fucking retarded.
He
I
knows
mean-
a lot more about this than I did.
Yeah,
I
it
just
seems
knew
to.
the name that was on all their ads.
I mean,
Like,
that's
I'm-
how I got skinny a few years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I lost all that weight.
Massages.
Massages.
Yeah.
I'm no masseuse, but I feel like you have to be able to feel the muscle
Yeah, it
to,
seems like
to
right.
be able to massage it.
I'm not saying it's
And-
You have
good.
to have some feedback. Like,
A
yeah, that's where it
hydro
hurts.
machine- right,
That's
exactly.
What, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
machine's
Hydro,
just
this-
like
It's like a car wash.
You can do
Yeah,
that.
it's like a shitty car wash. Yeah.
You can do that out here. Just have Calvin put his thumb over the hose and just hit you in certain
Yeah.
spots.
There you go.
No, we got one of those fancy nozzles.
Beat
that
you
has
with a
different
rubber
settings.
hose. Just hit him in the back. That's where his fucking complaints are coming from. Wham! With the big sprayer on the end of it too. No water, just
Got
a
a
fucking
power
hose.
washer.
Hey, that'll work. With
Yeah.
straight stream, well, that'll fucking clean you up.
Well, yeah.
Right up the old pee hole.
I don't.
No.
1,000 gallons a minute.
no.
No.
Terrible. Why would that
That
come out
took
of
a
my
turn.
mouth?
I don't know. Why would that come out of your mouth?
That took a turn.
I don't know.
Just thinking of how much that would burn.
Burn. Fucking rip it off.
God.
Ugh. It was a shit week,
Aren't you
though.
glad we restarted the show?
Yep, me too. Let's restart again.
Let's do it again. Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
take
good-
3.
I'd rather
Yeah.
go back to
Yeah. I'd rather go back to the abortion talk.
welcome to Out for Delivery.
Okay, yes, Bruce. Thank you. Reset us, if you will. Someone. Anyone. Welcome back, everybody. This is Out for Delivery, take 3. We're still going. About fucking, what do you say, 45 minutes in? 40 minutes?
Yeah, we're at 40 minutes.
Okay, we're at
in.
40 minutes. Okay, this is the 3rd take of the opening. We're almost to break. Just hang in there a little bit longer. We're going to try to talk about some work shit. We're
We're gonna get our shit together.
We're gonna get our shit together. We're gonna straying away from the nonsense and the controversy. We're going right for the good shit.
This is what happens when Jason
Right after
takes
this.
a week off. He doesn't have some kind of interaction during the week
Well, it's been
to
my
talk
problem.
about on the show, and we go to places like 5,000 gallons up your pee
I know
hole.
it's fucking crazy. So I've had. He's been off. I've been busy as fuck. But then when I'm out there, instead of interacting with people, I've been thinking of ways to fuck my employer.
Or to
Like
avoid
contract
cheater.
clauses to use against him and fuck him around. So it's been one of those deals. It's hard to focus. All right. Welcome back. Number 3. Oh, I do have one thing. I do got there's a new weirdo on my route.
Nice.
This guy's been here for a while, but and I never really paid too much attention. But I'm kind of searching now for a guy because Skeeter's gone and a couple of other dudes. The guitar guy, remember the fucking dude? Hey
Yeah.
man, let's start a band. He's been gone, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nobody. This guy in probably the second hour of my route, this dude he chain smokes. And a couple years ago, he had this great big porch put on his house, and he's got this little shitty camping chair.
Mm-hmm.
And he smokes out there when the weather's good, but he throws the cigarettes in the yard, so
Oh,
his yard
no.
is full of butts. And he's a fat dude, and he's a little bit older, and I've noticed he's always home, and he's always on the phone, like gossiping. He's like a woman, he's man, it's like a housewife always on the phone, you know what I'm saying? Not a woman. I didn't mean that. Let's start over again. Sorry. Fuck. Just keep that up. You know what I mean? Just keep it up, ready
No,
to
no,
go.
while he's trying to restart this again, everyone needs
Welcome
to
back to Out for Delivery.
write a name on an index card from Michael here of people you're going to set him up with.
Yes.
You heard him. He's
That's
looking
right.
for a guy.
Okay.
And
Number
this guy's
4.
apparently his chair model, so model it off of this guy.
Chair model.
Everyone by the end of the show has to have a name in.
I fucking give up. Take
Fat,
4.
Overweight, likes to gossip.
Okay. Weirdo on my route. This dude is a fucking weirdo. And I only say he's a weirdo just because he does this. The temperatures are warming up a little bit, and I've seen him do it a couple times, but I actually paid attention to him this time. He stands at the front door with the big door open, and the storm door he's holding open. He's on the phone, a cordless phone, by the way, a house phone.
Wow.
And he's smoking, and he's like, he thinks he's like, it's too cold to go all the way outside, but he wants to smoke, and he can't smoke in the house, so he stands there with the door open, and he's blowing the smoke out of the house, but the wind is blowing, so it's fucking blowing it right back into the house.
How is he holding a door, a phone, and a cigarette?
He's holding the phone on his shoulder.
Okay.
He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
He's in the
and
habit
he's
of
holding the
those.
door, and he's kind of holding on like an old man that goes to
Wait,
the
does he
pisser,
still have a
puts his
corded
hand up
phone?
on the fucking wall. He's got his hand up on the frame,
house phone.
and he's, hey man, and then he'll hold his door open with his elbow, and he'll fucking smoke and all that, So he's doing this, and I'm like, here's this fucking guy again, man. What's he standing with the fucking door open? Just come out. You spend all this money on this porch, just come out. So I'm going up the steps, and I know he's
Did
there.
you let him know about the Lowe's heaters that will heat like the 15 foot
No, I don't
radius, like
really.
one of those big
I don't really talk to
propane
this dude
heaters?
too much. He's got 3. He's got 3 steps. You walk up his 3 steps, and then his box is right there, or he's standing there. So you just, hey man, how you doing? He's like, man. And sometimes he's in the middle of a conversation. He won't say anything. He'll just nod, and sometimes he'll just say, yeah, hey man. He'll just shout at you. He yells right in your face, like, hey man, what's going on? Hey, thanks, buddy. Well, today,
Anyway, I told you that bitch was crazy.
yeah, a lot of that shit.
She went to New York just to get an abortion.
Have you heard of him? Do you know this guy? Is this a friend of yours? Here's the thing. Disgusting. Okay, I got my head down. I'm looking at the shit, and I'm going through it, and I'm, all the porches have been icy, and the steps have been icy. So you kind of scan the steps and look at the area when you're walking up it. And I looked kind of up the porch, and I see the threshold where the door is open. And I noticed the door was open. And right before I looked up, I looked at the threshold, and this motherfucker standing there with no shoes on.
Okay.
Okay? His feet. Okay? Where's the problem? There's a fucking problem. His toenails are fucking 2 inches long apiece.
Well, you can't reach them.
And they're yellow.
Defense.
And they are kind of hooked.
Well, yeah, they got to go somewhere.
This motherfucker's got hooves or claws or like tree climbing
He can
appendages.
climb a tree faster than a bear.
When you say he's a big guy, do you mean like 250 or like 500?
No, I mean he's just
or?
he's a larger than average guy. I
Is
mean
he
he's a little
tall?
bit taller than I am, but he's also I don't know, he's probably 230,
Oh.
220,
so
230.
we're
I mean,
not talking as fat as me then.
No, he could reach his fucking feet, man. I mean, in a chair, man. Well, you had to sit down, of course, but
Jason, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
at the very least,
I was asking. I was waiting. You look like you wanted to answer that.
I'm just upset he's calling this dude like he's acting like his motherfucker's like a goddamn
Jabba
fucking.
the Hutt, and
Yeah.
he's only 230.
Is he as big as me? No.
I said he's kind of a fat guy. I mean, he's,
no,
I mean, he's
just
out
said
of
he was
shape.
fat, not.
I mean, he's out of shape. I didn't
Jason.
say he was fucking out of control. I just said he was, he had a little weight on him. He's a
So
little fat
now
guy.
I'm out of control.
I should take Jason's name off of Brian's index card, is what I'm being told.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit.
You know what? This is take
Oh,
5.
no,
We're
that-
fucking hurt Jason's feelings.
Take me, Jason, and Avery off.
Okay. Get
just
me the
leaves
fuck out
Ryan.
of
I'm just
here.
gonna put Wendy.
It says Colonel Brian here. I'm going to go out to the car, go start the car. I'm going home. See y'all later. Have a good day. Yeah, but so anyway, this guy.
Anyway, so
and I'm
he-
thinking, this motherfucker here, he's got to have Kevlar socks. How the fuck can he have any socks at all? They're pointy. And the big one was like, I just flashed a second. I was like, oh, goddamn. And I just don't get it.
He doesn't move around.
I don't get it.
I
They're yellow.
saw-
They're pointy on the end. They're hooked. And they're also like, this one was like that tall. It looked like it was, like if you cut it, you would have to
you
use
need,
like garden.
shears. Yeah.
Maybe he uses them to like climb a tree or
That's what I was thinking. I don't
eat
know.
his food.
He could climb a fucking mountain with those.
Well,
He's got a woman that lives there
I saw.
with him. Like, do something with it. It seems like she would say, hey, what the fuck you got going on down there?
She's not sleeping with him anymore.
I was gonna say she'd lose a limb.
Ugh, you'd fucking bleed to death if he
I
fucking
saw-
rolled over in the bed and hooked you with one of them.
They're not
The
sleeping
sheets,
together either.
hey, the sheets are just ripped, fucking slashed with.
You have cats? No, I don't have cats.
You got a fucking cat that went nuts. Nah, man, I just cut my feet stay cold. I can't figure out why. Like those things in front of an air conditioner vent that just blow and blow. That's his sheets. It's
He's
fucking
got hardwood floors with scrapes
Oh, they're all
over
fucking
them.
scraped all to pieces.
So,
I hire that guy to walk on reclaimed wood and we sell it. God damn.
So I was watching Live PD, and there
Oh.
was a commercial come on for a new show coming out next month. It's called The Tobro,
The fuck.
and it's a reality show about a podiatrist doing like different foot operations.
Gross. Why would anybody want to see that?
I don't know, but apparently the Dr. Pimple Popper show
he's
is doing
huge.
quite
Yeah.
well.
Good
Well, to
God.
be fair, you know someone who is kind of interested in both of those things.
Is it Amy?
The pimple popping I
She's
could
got-
get. The other one I don't.
I don't get
know.
either of
Really
those.
excited
I don't
about
get
it.
it.
that.
I don't
About the
get it.
Tobro
Some people
show?
love
Yes.
that shit.
I don't get it.
That's fucked up.
How low have we sunk as wanting entertainment? You're seeking entertainment. I mean, that's fucked.
Amy's
It's not
just
fun.
fucked up though. She's into
Well, I
fucked
mean,
up shit.
That's fine. I mean, there are people.
Like I'm pretty sure Amy would watch medical documentaries if she could get her hands on them.
What do you mean, like training videos?
Yeah, like like surgery videos gone wrong.
Yeah, I could never watch any of that shit.
I
And
mean,
I don't want to see people's fucking tore up feet. I don't want to see boils being lanced. I don't want to see any of that shit. It's fucked.
I agree with you, but apparently it's doing quite well.
That's what I heard. Everybody's watching it. Why?
I don't know. You gonna watch the big game tonight though?
Small game.
The tiny game?
Yeah, the
Commercials.
tiny
You got
game.
commercials
No,
and
I have no fucking
Maroon
interest in it.
5 is the halftime show.
I'm really not interested. Somebody did say at work though.
So it's not Britney.
There's supposed
Not
to be
Britney, bitch.
yeah, fuck it. There's supposed to be some.
But who's gonna play the SpongeBob song?
Ooh,
I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure it's Maroon
I do.
5.
Okay.
it's a good get. I like it.
No, I really think they are. There's
Maroon
lots of
6?
them.
5? Why is it 5?
It,
Five guys in the
Ryan
band?
just said
I think
that.
so. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, I thought
Mm.
he was joking.
No.
That's when I then said.
There's supposed to be a
it's
commercial
not Britney.
with Jeff
It's
Bridges
not Britney.
as the
Maroon
dude.
5.
Yeah, him and
Yeah, I heard that.
Horseface. What's her
I'll
name?
just fuck it. I'll wait till Monday. I'll wait till Monday. Somebody will show me the ad.
You can watch all the commercials.
I'm not gonna watch the fucking
next
game,
day.
and I'm not watching.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, she sucks.
She's
You
in it
can
with
watch
him.
all the commercials tomorrow on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you watch the game?
Like
They're
there'll
gonna
be a
pimp the ads.
1,000 list of the
Yeah.
best commercials from last night. And you can just go through and watch the YouTube.
Yeah,
I just
that's
want to
what-
say
that's the best way to do
dude
it.
commercial. That's all I'm gonna. I'm not
It's
even
out
gonna watch
now.
the.
It's already out.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So you
Fucking
ain't gotta watch
cares
the
then.
game.
Yeah, fuck it. I wouldn't watch the game to see a commercial anyway. It's ridiculous.
I am gonna eat like I'm watching the big game though.
What will you eat?
I'm
That's
thinking
just an excuse to eat. Is that what this is?
chicken
Seven-layer
wings.
That's for me.
Weenies.
Ooh, can you make some 7-layer dip?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
can probably get
Jess.
some stuff.
7-layer
Actually, I
dip.
was thinking about offering that after off air because
yeah?
that sounded good to me all the time.
Yeah.
Going
Seven-
after the mountain, everybody.
I was like, huh, maybe I
got-
should have made
Jason's
some
having a snow
7-layer
party.
wheat dip here.
I've got chicken dip,
You do?
buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not for long.
Always a
dip.
classic.
little hot dogs.
Just out here watching
Tiny
the
hot
game.
dogs, yeah. There you go. Let's
Uh,
go get 180 beers real
Can't go
quick.
wrong with those.
maybe do
Got 'em in
some
my
pigs
trunk.
in a blanket.
Yeah,
on
Fred's got to get a
those.
buzz.
Various forms of chips and dip.
I mean, we already have
I
that
mean, you can
chicken
eat that
dip.
shit
We've
anyway.
got some
You can
potato
eat-
salad.
No, I'm going to, but
It
that's
tastes
what I'm
better during
saying.
the
I'm
big
gonna
game.
eat like I'm watching the big game, but I'm gonna watch Dr. Pimple Popper.
God damn, you're going to eat while you're watching that shit.
Okay,
Get-
I'm making
ugh.
7-layer bean dip at Bruce's house now.
I'm going to eat some
Wait,
onion
you're
dip,
not
and I'm going to watch
watching Pimple Popper, right?
Pimple Popper. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm making
God,
it at
no.
Bruce's house.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, so yeah, that sounds good. I want to eat.
Eat
I
like you're
wanna
watching
eat,
the game.
Yeah, I want to eat football food without actually watching the football.
You
You're
can
just
do
gonna
that
be playing-
anytime. You don't
I
have to wait
can.
until.
I can, but today reminded me that I love that food.
Today
Oh.
he doesn't have to feel bad about it because
True.
everybody's doing it.
Well, you never
The
have to
other
feel bad about
I never
it.
feel bad
364
about it
days
anyway.
of the year, he
Some chicken wings. We have the
Twinge
wing
of
sauce.
guilt.
Some chicken wings.
Bone in or bone out?
Bone out because I got a beard.
Bone
I
in.
hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Bone in. Yeah, that's the way you get them.
It's got to
Tastes
be
so much
be
better.
boneless.
I mean, I understand why people
mean-
get boneless, but you know.
I mean, bone in tastes better, but with this
Yeah, I understand where
clean
you're
up
getting
No, I
at.
hear
tabs,
you.
like
No, he's right. Y'all don't understand.
No, I know.
no,
you
I
don't.
get it. You have chicken fat and every fucking thing else in there. You don't want
Yeah,
that
it's-
mess.
Just wring that shit out.
Plus
when
the
you're done.
sauce is
Gristle.
like sticky.
Yeah,
it takes
fuck.
like
Really hard to get
takes
out.
like 3 shampoos before you don't actually smell vinegar occasionally.
Ugh. You know what? I kind of want some fucking boneless wings now.
I'll take some
Ryan's
wings.
getting
that's
hungry.
bonus. Fuck yeah, I'm hungry.
Let's go to the local wing place.
What's that? Is it a local wing place or is it a chain wing place?
It's
It's
a chain, but
technically
there's
a
like
chain.
5.
No, there's only 2.
Is there only 2?
The
It's not a
one,
chain
the one
then.
that I like.
It's a chain
Yeah.
that's trying to be
The one
the
that
other
Calvin
chain.
pointed
Ah,
at you?
okay,
no, no, no,
yeah, I
no.
know what you're saying.
This place is actually good. They have good food. Like their focus
Oh.
is on the food.
Okay.
Is it
That's
named
not the one
after
I'm
a
thinking of
bird?
then.
Is it pizza by
Of course.
Angelo's or Angelo's
Well, a
Pizza?
sound a bird makes.
Well, when we went there
In a
and
plural.
ordered a bunch of...
Cockadoodle-doos?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, fuck. That's terrible. That's a terrible fucking name.
Their boneless
boneless wings
are
aren't
about
bad.
this big.
Yeah, they're not
Like,
bad.
they're pretty huge when you
Want
look at
some
them
wings
compared to
now,
everyone
goddammit.
else's.
You can
Put it this
also
way,
get
ev-
tenders.
Every time I've ate there, I've ordered too much food and been like, shit, I fucked up.
Well, usually
That's a
everywhere
good
else is
thing, you know, when you
tiny,
do that.
though, and you order that much, and you're like, oh, well, that's just a little
The boneless wings are
boneless
like
wing.
this big. They're like this. And you're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Bigger
What
It's
kind
like
of
half
birds
a
they coming
chicken.
off of? Yeah, you know.
Anyway, it's
Bunch of
delicious.
wing-
I
wingless
would order
birds in town.
24 and eat them over the next 3 days.
Take you 3 days to eat 24 of those? I eat 12 at a time.
They're pretty
I
big.
could, I guess.
No, these are pretty big.
They're pretty big.
Big wing?
No,
Boneless
it's
wing.
boneless.
Boneless.
Okay. Well,
Right.
that's a-
Texted Amber. I'm getting wings later.
there you go.
And
You should get them from there.
They
How much
have-
later? She's on the way.
and they have this beer cheese that's fucking awesome that they'll put on tater tots.
Yeah, I don't like beer cheese.
And they'll also bring a plate of like hot soft pretzels with this beer
That's
cheese.
good. I like those. I looked into those.
Delicious.
I
Yeah,
looked
and
into
they
a way
really
to
go
make
beyond
those.
their wings.
They're not
I
that hard.
have two.
Like the fucking warmer. I don't. You know what I mean? If you look for that, it's like supplies, restaurant supplies, and it shows you the case with the thing with the hooks
Mhm.
and how they
Just
turn.
steal one from
That
your
things
local
like
gas
fucking
station.
$2,000. I just want the. I
You
just
don't
wanted to
need
make
that.
the. I don't. Yeah,
You
I don't
can
need
make
it.
it in the oven.
Yeah.
Like with dough and shit, you get a
Yeah.
roll and do all. I want to. Yeah, I want
You gotta
those.
get special kind
Use
of dough.
yeast. You gotta knead it.
I can eat 6 or 7 of those a day,
I could
basically. You know, with the salt.
too. I could eat 6 or 7 right now.
Hey,
I could have 5 right now for sure.
Little Caesars pretzel pizza's back.
That's
Nah.
good. That shit is good.
Is it good?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Fuck, you gotta go in there though. It's like going to Walmart.
it
Fuck
takes
that.
like 2 minutes.
Uh.
Call it in ahead, walk in, pay it, and leave.
How much is it? $5?
$6.
6. See, you're fucking around.
It's a specialty pizza.
It's another specialty. It's another. It's another $1 before you know.
So?
Before you know it, the
It's
the
a big
fucking $5
fucking
ought to be
pizza you
$10.
get,
You
though.
assholes go, oh, it's still a good deal.
If you go anywhere else and buy a goddamn pizza, it's
The
10,
sauce
11,
is the
12.
cheese.
That's what I'm saying. What?
The sauce is the fucking cheese.
Are you
on the
fucking
pizza.
working for them now?
Yes, it's fucking
Jesus.
good.
He's got a new
It's good.
contract,
I guess
everybody.
Wendy's fired him.
Yeah,
Just had,
he's been
like,
let
the
go.
Biggest feeling of deja vu. Didn't me and Ryan have this exact same argument last time Little Caesars brought
Yes.
pizza bread
Did we?
back?
Yes.
Pizza bread?
Pretzel bread.
Pretzel bread. They get pretzel bread. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I
It's
don't
a
remember. I
pretzel.
don't remember that
Pretzel
specifically. I just remember that or there was an argument about pizza.
I think it's break time.
And I was talking about how
Is it?
nasty.
Okay. Well,
I know we've started
pretzel bread on
the show like
pizza.
10 times,
Yeah.
but technically we've been going an hour.
All right, let's go.
Because they
Let's
put
take
the
a break.
cheese
Break
over
it.
top.
Break it.
They put
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
soft drink with real juice. Get Slice.
We got the juice, a burst of cheer. We got the taste for this time of year. We got the juice, we got the twist. We got what's Sprite and 7-Up mix.
10% real juice.
We got the juice, it's going fast. We're stocking up to make it last. We got the juice.
Happy holidays.
Slice, slice.
Get ready for the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway and get ready for Uncle Buck. Kevin Meaney's the bachelor father of the 90s, and he's got his hands full with 2 precocious kids, a rambunctious teenager, and 1 angry grandmother. He may be crude and crass, but he's family. Get ready for Uncle Buck, Mondays on CBS. Your place to watch, match, and win with the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway. Look for details here at Kmart.
Thursday, The Body Human looks at the facts of life for boys. Join Ken Howard, star of The White Shadow, for a very frank discussion about sexual awakening, about what it means, what it feels like to become a man. This special program is a first for young people and for parents to share. The Body Human Facts for Boys, Thursday at 4, 3 Central and Pacific.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
If you have a drinking problem, don't be fooled into thinking that you can control it with grass and pills. It's like fighting a fire with gasoline. Stop the madness.
Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp and listen, mister.
Mics are live. What?
I gotta grease this fucking chair, man. Just something like that. That's like my bed at night.
No.
Furiously masturbating.
Is it 3:30 already?
Yeah, told you.
How to masturbate if you're moving that much?
Yeah, it's the fucking whole thing.
Brian didn't move his arm. He leaves his arm still and he moves his entire body.
I've had minimal human contact this week. I just realized. Like we
Not
went.
bad either, is it?
Like yeah.
As it turns out, not too fucking bad.
Well, no, like I went to like Russ's Sunday and dropped off some money. We were there like an hour.
Yeah.
We played D&D and we killed one of the characters that wasn't there intentionally.
Nice.
Oops.
Fuck that guy.
They needed to leave anyway.
We don't want him to come back. We're hoping he'll get word. Oh yeah, they killed your character last week intentionally. Like they threw you out a window.
It's like soap opera. They just have random deaths and they be brought back with some weird.
In Melrose Place.
And then other than that, like
I used to watch that.
Have you ever noticed?
I mean, yesterday, like we had the party thing for Calvin. And that was
How'd that
it.
turn out? Did you have a big crowd?
No,
just
we
argued
never
about
have a big crowd.
politics.
It's always my sister and my mom and
Dad, the old man came by, right?
yeah. He's not always there, but he was there yesterday.
That's good. Showed up for the kids.
He had a bowl cut. Told me where a pinball machine is I can get for the low price of probably free if I talk nicely.
The old man did?
Huh? Yeah, he was trying to be on my side yesterday
Patching
for some
it up,
reason.
huh?
It was weird.
Sounds good.
Well, pinball machines are a good way to do it, Brian. Just to be honest with you, he does know me.
He must be needing something from you coming up.
I got a feeling when I go to get that pinball machine, there's gonna be some shit there.
While you're here,
Yeah.
There's some sticks out back. I need you to. Yeah, that'd be great.
I've got 3 air compressors in that garage. I'm gonna need you to bring back with you
those
industrial air
500
compressors. Yeah.
gallon fucking things. Yeah.
One of the 6-foot tall tanks. You know, I'm gonna,
Wait, is this why you were so concerned about me coming too? Is he had plans on you needing somebody else to carry crap?
Yeah.
well, it's gonna take 2 of us to carry that pinball machine.
I'm very concerned now that I've been
And the air
wrapped into
compressors.
something a little bit more than just the pinball machine.
I'm sure they're bolted onto like a concrete slab or something so you can put them on a dolly and move them easy
You
enough.
probably had to have a diesel pickup.
No, it's
to
a solid
carry
steel
them.
plate.
Why would...
I don't get it.
Tekken machine was on a solid steel.
Yeah, the tech
Oh,
machine was
Tekken,
on.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about the
Talking
air
about air
compressors.
compressors.
Yeah.
The fictional air compressors, Wolf Kid, the one we were talking about, we made them up.
No, I bought a
They could be
Tekken.
anything.
Bought a Tekken 4 pinball arcade machine one time that had a $300 300-pound steel fucking plate that it was bolted onto.
Oh, was that theft? Anti-theft device?
I have no idea why that was on there.
It could have
It
been.
did not need that.
That seems excessive.
It was. We took it
I
off.
think it worked.
Did it keep it from falling over or something? Was somebody knocking it over?
No.
That's
no.
fucked. Like,
Like-
could it have been? Was it in
It was a normal size. It was a little bit bigger than a normal size arcade cabinet. So like, it's not gonna be easy to tip over on its own. I feel like it was on there because it was the centerpiece machine, and they wanted you to have to step up a little bit to play on it, and it just made it
Okay.
more showy.
I
It
was
also
thinking-
has the hookups on the back, so if you were gonna put like another monitor to display to the whole arcade,
Make it
who
tall,
was
yeah.
playing.
It might have been taller at one time. You know what I
And
mean? They might have had
when
something
Jason
like that on
says it was a little bit bigger than a typical arcade cabinet, you believe him because we had to disassemble that motherfucker to get it in the door.
Yeah, we had to take the
Oh,
controls off
fuck.
to get it in the basement door.
Well, I'm picturing like, was it like a fucking Dance Dance Revolution?
No.
With the steel plate, it was like probably like half the size of a Dance Dance Revolution machine.
I mean, it was probably
Okay.
3 feet wide with the plate on.
Do you think it was
Okay.
maybe wasn't one of those games that you could tilt back and get money out of
No,
it?
no. This
remember
game
that?
was like
Yeah.
2003.
Put a plate on it, it's
2004.
impossible to. Oh, okay. Well, fuck
I
yeah.
mean, it
this-
was a newer game.
All right.
Yeah, and I gave $150 for it, and the whole time I was like, not worth it. Not worth it.
Well, you
Not
probably-
worth it.
You could get $100 out of scrap out of that fucking 300.
Actually, yeah.
yeah,
I
fucking
mean,
heavy
I
as
got
shit.
a little bit out of it.
All right.
All right.
Bring us back in.
Oh yeah, I
For
forgot
the
to
sixth
play
time,
the
yeah, I gotta. bring this in.
What is this? I don't like this.
I hate it.
There's a host giveaway bot in our channel.
Is there?
Yeah.
Great.
Did you put it there?
No.
Host giveaway.
But if we win the raffle, we get.
I know you got to enter the raffle. Fucking,
No,
all we need is your
you're
social.
automatically.
Oh, we're automatically entered. Good, man.
And then you
Perhaps
get-
we'll win a raffle.
No, and then you get put on a
There
channel.
we
You
go.
get hosted
Now I feel
for
right.
200 viewers.
Oh, okay. So this is the beginning of a troll. Then is what you're saying. It's
Yes.
gonna be
It's nothing.
getting ready to be a raid in the chat room.
No.
Fucking lame.
Did you see the guy that fell asleep on Twitch and woke up with like 300, 400 viewers and he had nobody in there?
Mhm.
Like
Fucking with
it
him.
started out
That
with,
was
I don't know
hilarious.
what he was streaming. It might have been just gaming or something.
It was a game.
Yeah, and it took on like pretty fucking quick. And then
He just went to sleep.
he fell asleep.
He fell
playing,
asleep.
and then
So nothing was
Just
happening.
playing, like he didn't go to sleep on purpose. He
Yeah.
just, like he laid his head down and fell asleep.
well, it started spreading around, and then his chat was just blowing up, and people were typing, and he woke up. It was pretty fucking funny watching him.
How many people know he was asleep? Did it show him sleeping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it was
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there's
fuck
just-
yeah. Well, yeah, I don't watch a lot of this shit. I don't watch people play
Like,
games. So,
where there's a video of it right there.
okay,
Brian, like
so
a
how
foot
can you see? I know,
from
but
your
how
head.
can you see what he's playing? Is he broadcasting what's on the screen?
Yeah.
Or you're just watching him fuck
Yeah,
around and play a
no, that's
game?
it. That's a special
You
thing
can
where-
broadcast what you play, what you're playing on your
And
screen.
you could
Right.
see yourself and what.
Oh,
you're
okay,
playing.
yeah, I didn't know that. Okay,
I mean,
so the
we've
fucker
got
falls asleep and
three
everything's out.
different
Oh, that'd be
cameras
funny.
going right
No,
here, so
there's an
one of them's-
option, like when we're setting up the cameras, like we could make one of these cameras the
Show the
screen.
screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, I didn't know.
Whatever, yeah.
All right, that's funny.
Brandon got
Oh,
a
yeah,
hundred
it
I
was
get
pretty
it.
good.
There's a long way around, but yeah, I
Crack
get it.
an egg on Kingdom Hearts 3.
I didn't understand any of that.
I didn't hear you.
You'll-
Speaking to the mic.
Well, you're
Oh,
all- you're
hang on.
right
Let me
over
bring
there.
us in
Yep,
first.
Just like that.
There we go. There we go. Start that over. This is the second attempt at bringing us in. I hope we got our shit together this time. A little
We
scatter
don't.
shot.
This is like take 6.
Hey, I like the first half of the show.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck
Well,
happened?
we broke it.
What
broke
happened?
everything.
What was it? No, Bossa Nova. There we go. Welcome back to Out for Delivery. ElDoradoStudio.net is our website where you can do any number of things. You can keep the show going if you want. Yeah.
You can do any number of
You
things.
can do any number of things.
Such
Namely to help the
as,
show. And keep the show running strong and running smoothly. No corporation will ever knowingly or willingly advertise on this show. You got to know that. Not just because we would refuse it, but because this podcast is filthy and subversive.
Hold on, I need to defend Brian for a second here. There are 3 different ways people can give us money, so that is a number of things.
It's true.
That's right. And you can also do other things there.
I don't know why you would want to, but
I mean, you
can.
can subscribe to different programs that
You
we
can
have here
use
running.
our
Oh, well,
Amazon
yeah.
link to go to
You can
Amazon,
use the
and
Amazon
support
link.
us
You
that,
can
man.
support us. Yeah, you
Shoot
can go to
us
the
an
support
email.
page.
Say hi. Shit.
You can shoot us an email. You can find the phone number on there as well.
One of the
All of our
easiest
contact
ways.
information.
One of the easiest ways you can support us is by linking your Amazon Prime account, if you have one, to your Twitch Prime account, and then subscribing to us once a month. Not following us, but subscribing to us, which will give us $2.50 per month. You do that.
Greg was supposed to do that.
Free money.
Yep, you get
and
one
you
free
have
per
to
month.
do it every month.
Yeah, just do it every month, and that's nice.
Free money.
But that's why we ask you for your support. And, people who enjoy this nonsense, we need your help. We have set up several ways for you to contribute, and we thank those who already have supported the show.
How many subscribers do we have?
Subscribers? I think like 7 or 8. I can't remember.
And also, thank you for your consideration as we continue to launch new shows in the studio. Would you like to talk about the newest one?
We haven't recorded it yet. It's
No,
going to
no.
be recorded next weekend. It's Rednecks Reading.
Redneck Reading or Rednecks Reading?
Rednecks Reading.
Y'all
good.
need to get this title down.
Yeah, no,
Redneck
there's an
Reading.
S in here
There
now.
was no S last
I like,
time
I
when
like
I started the
redneck reading
artwork.
better.
Last time I
Yeah.
heard of it,
Okay, Redneck Reading then.
Redneck Reading is
Just
the
saying, it
artwork going to
matters for
include
the
a
artwork.
rebel flag or
No.
and a book?
No, but it
No.
was
The Bible?
It's too on the nose.
It might
Brian.
have a
Hello.
banjo.
Bible, maybe.
Yeah, Bible maybe.
The artwork
Picture of- a picture
probably
of a
will have
baby Jesus,
banjo or
maybe.
something.
Oh, I'm gonna make another joke and I
Mountain
can't.
Dew, Doritos,
Yeah, you can.
baby Jesus.
Oh, no, we'd
Who's,
have to
uh,
restart if I said what I was gonna say.
Who's hosting it? I mean, is it you and Russ or just you?
I'm going to produce it, and I think the host is going to be whoever picked the book that we're discussing.
Okay.
So the first show we're going to roll to see what order we pick books in, and then you're going to pick that person's going to say what book they're picking, why they're picking it, why they want to read it, or why they want other people to read it with them. And then the next show, we're just going to discuss that book,
You know what?
and that person's going to run the discussion, and then when that show's about clothes, the next person's going to make their pick and why they're picking it and why they want everybody to read it and so on and so forth.
I think you should have a permanent host and just lead the and whoever read the book, then you just kind of lead everybody in and you say, okay, this is the, and then we're going to turn it over to
If
the
that's the
book.
case, it'll be me or Russ.
I think that should happen.
That's the
that
way we go.
You know what I'm
When are you
saying?
recording
Instead of
this?
having rotating
Next
hosts,
week.
it
Like
sense
Saturdays?
continuity.
Probably
to the-
Saturday.
to the show. Continuity. You know what I'm saying? Same guy every week, and he introduces this, and you get used to listening to somebody.
Maybe.
That's
And
why people hate it when I'm not here, because they're not used to it.
Yeah.
Not because of you. They just don't like it because it's
Okay.
the same. You know what I mean? Like Bruce just said, these
I
old
think
fucks that we
maybe-
got, they don't like change.
Maybe he was referring to how you didn't like hosting at first because you had to spend the whole night coming up with titles.
said, you know
I've
what,
never hosted any show I'm on. I don't
you know
like
what?
being the announcer.
I know why he reads this off his phone. This fucking sucks.
No, but it's going to be a once-a-month show.
Okay.
I mean,
Redneck
question.
reading.
Yeah.
Check it out when it
My
comes
first
out.
pick will be Stranger in Strangeland, so
Hey, light, something light.
that's not light.
That's,
that was
All
what
of
I'm
my
saying.
books are
That's
gonna
what he's
drive
saying.
Jason
Yes.
insane.
Why
How
did
about
you
a
have to pick
pamphlet?
something so crazy complex
could've
to
picked
start
a
with?
Stranger in Strangeland isn't crazy complex.
Famous Jewish
Have you
sports
read it?
legends. Is that not
No,
available?
But just from hearing you talk about it before,
Stranger in Strangeland?
yeah.
You've heard me talk about
Sun
it?
That's
Tzu.
an
The
airplane
Art
joke, by the way.
Haven't
No,
you
I
talked
movie
about it on
Airplane.
here before?
I think that was
Remember
Blood
that?
Meridian.
Yeah, Blood
Nah.
Meridian
Ugh.
is one he's
This is
talked about
before
on
that.
here.
Stranger in Strangeland.
couple years
it's
before that. It
60s
was-
sci-fi.
Yeah.
The first time I read it was like 2
I
years
must have it
ago.
confused with something
So
else
I
then.
got it
Okay.
confused with the Iron Maiden album Somewhere in Time that had the song Stranger in Strange
I got
Land.
it
Was that on there?
confused with Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, yeah,
I
that
want to go
stinks.
back and read the lyrics to that because I want to see if it
Brilliant.
connects to the book.
All those lyrics are brilliant.
Iron
And
Maiden
also-
was pretty good with their lyrics.
Yeah. And if you're like,
Considering.
if you're living in Maryland and you're not listening to Clutch, you're really fucking up. I think you're fucking up generally for not listening to them, but those lyrics are really very deep too, very good.
I like Clutch.
I do too, man. Fucking A.
Clutch is good.
Clutch is very good. Prolific
they're
lately.
good.
Coming
Get
out
a
with new
reading
shit
of the lyrics
constantly.
that you're looking up
What
there.
are we gonna
I'm
do?
looking
What
up the
are we-
lyrics to
Spoken word.
Stranger in Strangeland by
Iron Maiden. Is that an 80s product?
I do believe it is.
84,
Doesn't
86?
really say.
I don't remember what year it was.
No.
No?
I don't think they're tied together. Let me look
Alright.
at a couple stanzas.
There's a
here.
lot of songs that they have that are about
No. No,
literary,
it looks like they just kind of
fucking
borrowed
books and
the
shit.
title.
Alright.
It's a really good book. There's like 3 distinct books within that book.
Well, last week we did this thing where the first half of the show went one way and then the second half went another way. And Fred pointed that out, and it was pretty good. And it was entertaining to listen to.
I don't remember what we
enjoyed
did in
it.
the second half.
You
of
went
the show.
crazy about this guy that fucking bitched about the truck that caught on fire, and we
Oh.
kind of deconstructed his
Y'all did see.
account of
Y'all
that.
did see that his name and address got posted in the chat in the Slack chat, right?
Did it really?
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
it's in there.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that this was
Maybe we should
Our
put that
information.
out there.
No, we're not putting it out there.
Who
It's in our
posted
Slack.
that, Jason?
No, we
Why
shouldn't.
would someone post
No,
that? That's
we
not
shouldn't-
okay.
we
How did
shouldn't say
strangers
that
get in
it-
our Slack?
Yeah, prank call. Prank call. We should not say that.
I'm just saying. I
I
told
mean,
the
this shit's out
I
there.
told the research
Yeah.
team to get it for me.
I know.
and
As
they
a
got it.
bit, but you accidentally
They
got it.
Got it.
Okay. Well, look, we have.
It wasn't a bit. It was.
God damn it, Jason.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're killing me with
I
this.
was legit mad.
Well, look,
Did you want to chop anyone's hands off?
Yes, his.
I made the mistake of.
I'm not
looking-
joking.
You
Really.
made a mistake.
What are you looking at me for?
Because I know you're just as aggravated as I am. That's why.
I
It's
am
like,
until I see how aggravated you
we're
are, and
shit
then that
brothers.
amuses
I can say,
me again.
you know, I know he's mad. I'm gonna look at him because he's, you know,
He hasn't
shit
said he's gonna
brothers.
stab anyone yet.
True.
Okay, well, look, I got this thing, and I have to
too
share
tired to
this
be
with.
mad.
You gonna make me
God
mad again?
damn it! I'm afraid I'm gonna make everyone mad again, and this one is
Everyone?
really mad. This one really makes me mad.
Is it Skeeter called on the break and you ignored him again?
This isn't just hey man.
Call back in 5.
I like how all of his people he meet are the same person.
They have the
notice that?
same voice. Yeah.
They do
Hey,
have the
man.
same voice.
Hey man. They do. I don't know why. This is fucking.
Hey man, thanks for the mail. Don't look
Everybody's
at my
so
toes.
Fucking ugh.
Oh, I just got
To
a
be
note.
fair, knowing where his route is, I believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man.
Here's the best part: is he used to
just
live
hear
on
that
his
voice.
route.
Yeah.
Still
What do you think he
adjacent
developed
to
the
it,
voice?
Actually. Oh, I can talk like that naturally. I'm sure.
While he looks this up, T-Mobile just asked if I was watching the big game today.
Ugh, what are they? What's
letting you
fucking
know.
business is it of theirs? Why do they give a shit?
Did you call the
no
customer
clue.
service
I
department and
just,
say no?
Are they gonna give us free chicken wings?
That's something that they're
I
gonna
don't know. I
try
just
to market.
cleared the
Sports
notification, but I thought it was noteworthy to mention that my phone just talked about the big game from T-Mobile.
You got
Hashtag
a-
T-Mobile.
There you go. You got something in Slack, Jess.
Ooh, look at that.
This video is going to piss us all off. This is one of these. I didn't understand what it was at first. I think it's one of these teabagger guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
Oh, I
No,
do.
don't worry about it.
I'm
That's
scared.
gonna make it worse. He's gonna want to know.
There was a text message, and then now
Nothing.
I'm scared.
It's fine.
No, I don't believe
Move
that.
on.
It's
I
not
don't believe
mono.
Who?
Move.
Who's
on.
afraid?
Who'd you get the text from, Jess?
Oh, I got a Slack message from Brian here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I'm attempting to put stuff on the screen.
Okay,
Oh,
John at the Felder
okay.
Building. No, this isn't it. What the fuck?
This is
All right,
what you sent me.
pause. Sorry.
Hold on, go watch the-
Fails to identify. Hold on, I kind of want to see this.
No, I don't want to see this. American
World
Liberty
Trade
News
Center
Militia.
7,
Now I definitely want to see it.
comma,
Mofo. Play it,
No,
Jess.
that's not it.
Hit
That's not
play
it.
while he looks. Hit play while he looks.
No.
This seems like it's gonna be conspiracy bullshit. Hit play while he looks.
No.
How did you accidentally send her the wrong one?
I don't know.
No,
do that?
no.
Hold on, this is the same channel.
Yes. Yes. This is
No.
it. This is it right here.
Come
It says
on,
employees
man.
hard at work fail. Now look, this is a post office,
It's a parking
and
lot.
it's a parking lot.
Uh-huh.
And
Why is there a church in their parking
yeah,
lot?
fuck, who knows?
What, Michael J.
Dude,
Fox
our
took
old
this
building
video?
had a church in our parking lot.
Yeah, it
except
sure
we
did.
didn't have a parking lot. We were parking in the church's parking
So
lot.
listen, these are just
Totally
people
just
getting
fucking
off of work.
joking.
Now listen to this guy. Who you videotaping?
You right now.
Ooh,
You right now.
dipshit.
Why not?
Is that his boss?
Nope.
You seem kind of weird.
Just an asshole.
He
Just a
just
random
says
person?
okay and walks off.
Yeah,
like
I
he's
know,
not
it's weird,
confronting
too.
this
I
guy
would've-
at
I
all.
would've confronted
Standing
him
in front of a drive-up banking
here we
too.
go.
This parking lot's weird.
What are we doing?
What are you doing?
We're working. Why are you taking...
So I'm paying you to stand here in public and ask.
You
Pause.
son of a
Pause.
bitch!
Pause right there, please.
Oh, there's
That's what-
nothing in the world that infuriates me.
So
I'm paying you to stand here.
No, bitch. When you buy a stamp, you're paying me to stand here.
Now this is American Liberty News Militia.
Oh, fuck this guy.
39,000
Fuck
views.
him. Oh, my God.
This guy is a fucking asshole problem
Does
in the
nobody else
world.
enjoy that she came out, hey, what are you doing? And then you just hear, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. What you do?
And the one guy asked, he was like, what are you filming me for? And he's like, I don't know. Why are you asking? He's like, I don't know. It seems kind of weird. You're weird. And the guy
Yeah.
says, shrugs and says, okay, and just walks inside.
Well, he knows he's
he
being,
can't argue with it.
he knows he's being recorded.
Well, of
and
course.
he's like,
Right.
well, if I act like an asshole, I'm gonna.
That's
Probably get
and
in
that's
trouble,
exactly why
so-
this guy's doing this because
Right.
he's trying to catch
He's-
somebody acting
yeah.
like an
Yeah.
asshole,
Yeah.
Exactly.
regardless of the fact that he's acting like an asshole.
Now, right now, if I was that dude on the right, I would turn around, go back in there, and make one fucking phone call. But they don't do that.
I like the look on his face is like, oh, it's one of these guys. All right.
Okay, I get it.
All right.
I get it.
All right,
yeah.
buddy.
All right,
Let me
but-
guess. You're not really driving the car. You're transporting. You are the citizen
Yeah.
known as whatever your name is.
Oh, I get it. You're in military fatigues. Okay,
Oh,
I
you're
understand.
a
You're the
sovereign citizen.
sovereign,
You
yeah.
have no right to identify. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I'm
right.
dismissed. Okay, because
Okay.
that's coming too. Yeah, okay,
I do not
let's continue.
recognize this court because it has a gold fringe flag.
So.
Don't step on snake.
Stands. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do. You guys are dismissed. That doesn't trump my right.
It does.
Yeah, goddamn right you are.
Listen.
Federal property? So that means public property, right?
Oh,
Public
fucking-
property. That's right.
That's my property.
Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole.
Have a nice day. You're dismissed. You're dismissed. You too.
Just a fucking. I mean, I'm all for troublemaking, but this is just for no reason at all.
Right.
What is this hang up with the post
There's a
office?
I
line
don't
where
know.
it's like you do it for fun.
Right.
This
Yeah.
guy does it just to be an
Anything I
asshole.
can see from public?
I guess
Yep. Yeah.
that guy could break his neck, really.
Well,
And
they don't have a choice. I don't need their
because
permission.
you get your fucking ass over the side of that line.
I like that guy.
I like him too.
Public
Los
land,
Angeles. Look at this Compton dude.
Public.
Do we have a picture of what this guy looks
Federal
like?
land is public land.
No, I don't think so.
That's right.
Yeah, let's see you try and walk into an FBI office.
Right.
Owned by me.
Yeah, the taxpayers. That's right.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yes, he is, sir.
Yes, he is.
Get this guy's name. I like this
I like
guy.
this dude.
Yeah, the government. Yeah, that means my taxes are paying your check, right?
No.
I'm glad these people know. That every one of these people say that.
What's your name? What's your name? I'm asking you your name. You're a public employee. What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? What's your name? I don't
He's also not a public employee.
I know. Fuck you. He's got a fucking dick. The guy is on the property now.
You're gonna be educated. Just stick around long enough.
Oh.
Shit, why are we so
that
shaky
a
for
threat?
dick sucker? Yeah,
right.
sound like it.
I would have taken that as a threat.
Yeah, the truck's trying to get out. This motherfucker's in the way. Blocking. Hey, he's delaying the mail. Lock him up.
Jesus
He's
Christ,
fucking
dude.
standing right in front of the truck.
It's not. Oh.
Let's go, fucko. Oh, there's a cop here. All right. Okay, yeah, look at fucking.
Jazz, can you
That guy
can you
right
pause it
there.
for a
That
second?
wait, yeah, that guy next to that cop, guarantee he's a postal inspector.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
I think so. I think so. And I didn't get any further this. I was way too fucking aggravated. I was
You don't
annoyed.
know how
Which guy? The guy that he was
Camera-
talking to?
I was annoyed by the dude taking the photo or the video. Like
yeah.
when he blocked the truck and they already had like, this is going on for just a little bit, but they
Here's
he
what they
faded
should
it
have
out.
done is they should have said, "Come on in." Like the station manager should have went out and said,
Come on in, buddy.
"Hey,
Take a
you
look
want to see
around."
what goes on? Come on, let's go take you on a tour."
And then this guy comes.
And then just explain what everything in the building is. This is the hotcakes. This is where we sort the stuff.
This is
that
how you
comes
clock in.
Right here's our clock. Right here's where they bring the stuff that's pre-sorted, and then the carrier comes.
And then
That's
back
it,
here,
man.
I'm going to show you this room here in the back
This
with
is
no
the
cameras.
bathroom.
See, that's the thing is this guy has no agenda. He would just stand there and film everything like he's doing out here.
would be an
That's
asshole,
what
though.
I'm saying. Is take him on.
Waste his time.
Take him on a.
Actually, I'm
on
pretty
a-
sure you're not allowed to videotape inside a post office.
Thirst for
It's
drama.
illegal.
He's just gonna stand there and keep recording.
That's true.
Even
but my,
after he
but
sees
my
everything.
point is, when people watch the video, they'll get an actual tour of a post office and what everything
that's
is.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Then,
an interesting
then he might
take
get
on
more
it, yeah.
views though. What I
I'd
was
say
gonna
he got
say
enough right now. but
That's
you know
fine
how-
because he's going to come out looking like an asshole, and the station manager's like, "Well, come on in. We'll show you around. Come on, I'll escort you around the building and show you what everything is."
Let me make a phone call real quick. Got this guy videotaping inside. He's fucking. I don't know. He scared me, so I'm just brought him in.
You know how sometimes
I'm stalling.
fancy
Get here as soon as you can.
fancy recording equipment has gyroscope
Yeah,
technology in it to prevent the picture from shaking
It's
when
got
people move it.
Parkinson's.
His has the opposite of that, where he can't hold it still.
It's got extra-
It's
it's got
always.
extra
It's still, but the camera's just wiggling all over the fucking.
Well, he's terrified for some reason. He's one of these people that think like we're that the post office.
cabal.
The post office is like the ones who are going to round him up when FEMA takes over. Like he's
Yeah.
like he's
Oh, yeah.
terrified. He like
He's the
really
guy that
thinks
looks-
he's like confronting the enemy.
Did you hear? He's the guy that looks for the green dot on the mailbox.
Oh yeah, he's
or the
one of
red-
those guys.
The newspaper guy that
Yeah.
puts those on there
Yeah.
for daily and Sundays. He
Yeah.
thinks those are people who will live, and the red
Yeah,
ones
he's
are
one
people
of those,
who
yeah.
we're gonna tell is
Yeah, this
is an
this
enemy.
So hit play.
Yeah,
How'd you
I want
find
I
this?
want to see the cop.
How'd
tell
you
him to
find
leave.
this?
It didn't take very long. I'd say that. Okay, there's a cop that's entered the scene now.
Brian subscribes to that channel.
No. Why don't you just lock the guy up? I mean, just get him out of the fucking way. He's a civil. I mean, he's really in the fucking way.
Grand Junction.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
Near the.
Wherever it is, there's a bunch of these dickheads there. Oh, there he is.
Are you a public service, a public employee?
That dude. Hey,
That's a postal inspector.
yeah. Seems like it.
He's a public employee, aren't you? What's your name, sir? I'll give you a sec once this truck gets out of the way so I can hear you. Sorry, bro.
Now he's apologizing to the truck driver.
No,
what a
it-
pussy.
this guy is a pussy.
He
Colorado.
intentionally blocked the fucking truck driver.
In
Now he's
Colorado?
apologizing.
Okay, this officer is intimidated by this camera being here, and he probably knows. He's probably heard of this guy before.
Oh yeah.
This is a weird place to make a stand, by the way,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go back, and I had to move, obviously, because the truck was moving.
He's in the road. Just lock him up.
And your badge number?
I have a fucking bad number,
I
dickhead.
need to see a picture ID issued by the department you work for, please.
Oh my
Fuck this
God.
He's gonna do it. Stupid.
That's the only way you can argue with these people though is to give them what they ask for.
Badge number on there. How come it's not on this?
You talk to my boss, asshole.
Your paperwork is not in order.
Yeah, who? What? By what authority?
Picture ID. You got a picture
Fucking
ID.
dick.
How's your
I don't
passport?
like cops, but I don't like this guy either.
All right. Well, you're dismissed. You're dismissed.
Oh.
the deal? They don't want you.
I don't want to
sit
hear
on their
anything.
property, okay?
I'm not on their property.
I get it, but you just
okay.
You go
Yeah,
back
I
on-
had to get
Like,
out
I
of the way
saw
of
you
the truck,
on
so
their
I can get
property.
on public
Right.
property.
You're gonna be ticketed, okay?
Okay. Well, you're dismissed.
Well, I'm gonna write you the ticket still.
He's getting on the cop. Now he's got power. He dismissed. What is that shit? I like this mailman
That
here.
guy
You
is
don't dismiss
stirring
me.
shit.
I like that guy.
I would say that motherfucker don't dismiss
Somebody
me.
slip him our business card.
No shit. I like that guy. Whoever that dude is.
Oh,
That's,
that guy right
that's
there,
got to be
yeah,
the
that
station
guy.
manager there, that dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the station manager.
She's
The guy in the hoodie with the tie
Yeah.
is a postal
Yeah.
inspector. No
He's
doubt.
just hanging out. He didn't really say much.
No. Are
He's
you
like,
are you a public employee? Do
I don't
look
know.
Like one?
Do I look like one? Yeah.
You don't want to find out who I am.
No, you really don't. You'll come home and your place is fucking ransacked.
How is this a fail? Like he's acting like
I know, it's-
nobody's
I know,
doing
I-
anything. Like
I
a
hate
dude's
this.
loading his truck and you're harassing him from loading his truck. Like
It's not a fail at all.
it
It's a
seems
misleading
like it
title.
seems like there's work going on.
It also seems like
that you're impeding.
It also seems like the end of the day because people are like leaving and like going to the
Right.
house.
Yeah.
Also, all of the people who are not working right now, it's because of you.
Yeah, you're in the way. And now you got all these people who are interested in what's going on out here. You're causing
And
too
a
much
cop.
shit.
Like, if you weren't there, they would be inside working
This
right
guy's
now.
tied up a cop, a postal inspector, and a fucking truck driver.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be your name, sir. All right. So here's the deal, sir. You're here.
I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Oh, that makes
I'm
it.
not
oh,
listening. La, 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 la.
If you're interacting with the post office employees,
I didn't interact with them.
This
They
guy just
interacted
told him
with
what was
me.
up.
in the future, we're gonna charge you with harassment.
Whatever. I don't need to hear that shit. Get away from me.
La, 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 la.
You're dismissed.
I gotta say, the cops handling it well.
Yeah.
He
Well,
doesn't
they
wanna
keep
fill out
walking
all
away.
that
They
paper.
walk away
Right.
further, and he talks to the federal agent, and then he comes back and he says, just tell him that. That dude told him something.
Cheese for Big Brother.
Oh, so the cop pulls out a camera and takes a picture of this dumbass. Say cheese for Big Brother.
All right.
Cameras too.
Yeah, come back. You're really smart.
Can I see your face?
Yeah,
He's
sure.
got his face
I
covered
can
up.
see yours. You
Oh.
can see mine, right?
Oh.
That shit's legal there. You can just walk around
You
with a
notice he
fucking
keeps
mask
editing-
on.
He keeps editing the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything better to do today
Okay.
for the next 59 minutes.
Good. I
So
don't
I'm
either.
gonna be in the area.
Oh, I'll be here for hours.
If you leave the alleyway onto any other property, or if you're interacting with
All right, you gonna sit here and watch? All right, good job, dickweed.
Oh.
Just walks away. Calls the cop
This cop
dickweed.
has done nothing wrong.
That guy's laughing at him. What did he say?
Good job, dickweed.
I'm gonna whisper. So the
Yeah, I
cop
gotta
doesn't
whisper so
hear
the
me,
fuck
but you
that
do.
guy.
There's another one. I don't want to watch it. I'm just too mad.
Yeah, well, I'm done.
Post office
I'm
manager,
done.
get Ray, he fucking talks shit to that guy too. Getting
Now,
educated.
this guy here, if your team
can't
wants
stand
to
that kinda
find his
shit.
fucking address,
We don't advertise
Right.
for them. Turn it
Yeah,
off.
fuck them.
And file fed and
What are we
that
doing?
shit
Okay,
off.
there we go. Thank you, Jazz.
I'm trying.
Thank you, Jazz.
damn, dude.
Now that shit pissed me off. I fucking gave up like 2 minutes in. I was like, no, there's no
It's-
fucking way.
he's-
But I'm bringing it to the show.
He's a sovereign citizen. Like he doesn't even make me that mad. Like they're all dipshits. And like his fail video of the
Yeah,
post
that's-
office,
that
like
makes me
there was
mad.
no fail on our part. Like there was a dude out there loading his truck who he was.
Yeah.
Literally, the only guy in that video who looked like a jackass was the guy filming.
Yeah.
There's people who believe in this guy though.
Apparently 38,999
Well, I mean,
people.
Well, I
How
think
many of those
a lot of
views were
people are
guys
watching
like
it
us
like us.
making
Yeah,
fun of him?
That's true, too.
That's probably.
true,
I
too.
didn't read any comments, and he probably his comments disabled if he had
God,
any
I
brains
can't
at all.
imagine what the
Look that up.
comment
But-
thread on those videos
Dude,
would
go
be.
fuck
Really
yourself.
kinda look that up.
Dickweed. Did you guys hear? I called him a dickweed.
Yeah, whispering. It's infuriating to me.
the
It
one
really
carrier,
is. It's infuriating.
I pay your side. Well, actually, you know what? No, fuck it. Never mind.
Yeah, the guy
He
said,
just
you know what,
turns
you
around and
fucking-
walks off.
He said, "You're one of those fucking people. I can't deal with you." I hear that. I used to hear it a lot more when I first started. I heard it a lot. Maybe I was fucking up more. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't hear it at all anymore. Like now, I haven't heard it in a while. But the last time I heard it, it pissed me off.
No, I
I was taking a lunch break. I was eating in the truck, and this guy pulled up. And I said, I kind of put my finger up, like, hold on, because he came to the fucking wrong door. Like, I'm going
They
to.
always do.
Oh, let me push this button and roll the fucking other window down, asshole.
You should have just.
It was
acted like you were
100
hitting it,
degrees.
You're like, not working.
Next
Oh.
time
And I'm
somebody
sitting at a
comes-
park point
comes
having
up
lunch.
to you, just say, remember what color sticker you got on your box and wink at them.
Yeah, I should say that.
According to the app here, there's only 5 comments.
5 comments.
Hmm. Huh.
Mm.
Two
What
of
are they?
them say Nicely done.
I bet he
Oh,
deletes them.
God.
Two
I
of
bet he
them.
deletes them.
He
He,
has
probably
to.
does.
goes through
He
every
has
day
to.
and deletes all the negative ones.
Two of them are confirming he's put First Amendment audit in the title so people can find his
Audit.
videos. And one just says Grand Junction, Colorado.
So I have to say, this video has 29,000 views, and those are
39.
the only. I'm sorry, 39,000 views,
And that's the only
and there are
comment.
only 5 comments on it. How many fucking of those views do you think are people who disagree with the guy?
I would say
Obviously 38,000.
How many thumbs up?
195.
How many
there would
thumbs
be
up
mo-
and thumbs down? How many?
25 to 4. 25 up, 4 down.
So nobody rates it. They just watch it and trash the guy and then go on. Basically.
I hope you thumb it down before you leave.
Yeah, you're gonna give it a thumbs down for me. I hate to
25
say one
up,
of those 4.
4 down.
Yeah, you're looking at it.
I think no. I think
Is there any way I can push this 30,000 more fucking times.
I think he paid for views, because if you think about it, people are going to accidentally hit the thumbs up and thumbs
Well,
down.
people are gonna accidentally click on the video because you're looking at there's
How old
shit
was
where
the
people
video?
fall down.
March 22nd
of this year.
Recent.
of 2018.
Yeah.
Hold on,
can't be
hold on,
this
everybody.
year, 'cause that
Jason,
hasn't happened
Jason
yet. Less
just
than
said
1 year.
of
Of the
this
past
year.
year, of course, yes. I meant the most recent March 22nd that
The
happened.
rolling calendar Jason operates on. The rolling calendar year.
in quarter one of this year.
Yeah, I could not have that. I don't even think about it. That made me think about what I would do if somebody was doing it at our place. How would I act?
You would not behave as well as any of
Oh.
those people in that video.
Here's the
I
thing.
kind of want that to happen.
If
now.
camera though,
If I knew there was a guy like this on our premises and I could go out and confront him, I would be fine playing his shtick all fucking day long.
I would do it
But
too.
if I was
I
there
would-
working
you know what,
and
that's
he
smart.
walked up
Yeah.
and started that shit,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I might.
I've
lose-
yelled
lose
and
my
chased
shit.
people out before.
talk into my sleeve.
yeah, but
Occasionally
I got an
just-
asshole fish on the hook. I might actually like
He's
if
on
you
to
heard
us,
he was
guys.
out there
He's
and
on
you
to us.
have a minute to think about it. You go out there and say, yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Oh.
They can't tell you. You're right. And just go out there and just agree with him and get him all whipped up
No, I think I'm going to call in a level 3 excavation team.
and talk about FEMA camps.
No, I'm
and
gonna
talk about
do-
all that shit. And then at
Guys-
the end say, you know what? You're a fucking wacko.
Guys, I got another. I gotta
I'd
talk into my sleeve
I do
and say,
one-
guys, I've got another one for a level 3 FEMA
I'd do
Ex-
one.
ex-
excavation.
extraction.
Excavation. No, I'm gonna say excavation. Let him try to figure out what that means.
I would do one better than both of y'all. I would whisper to the guy, I'd be like, "Yeah, can you get me out of here? I've been trying to
I'm a
get out,
prisoner.
but I'm in too deep."
Meet me in the
There's
alley
just enough of
behind
the
the
truth to
prancing
it.
pony at midnight. I'll
prancing
bring the
pony.
information.
Bring the getaway car.
I'm in real deep here, but I'll deep throat you. I'll give you the info to deep
No,
throat you.
no, not that way. The other way.
Behind
the
the prancing
Nixonian
pony.
way.
Behind the prancing pony at midnight. Be there.
I'll deep throat you. It's fucking ridiculous.
Can you
And then I'll show
Section
up
that.
in a fucking trench coat with a manila folder, and when he opens it up, it's just photocopies of my butt.
Wolf Kid, get on that.
Don't get caught.
I know you got them just laying around.
Well, we were going to send him to the guy in Kansas City, but I think this may be a better use of him.
Don't get caught. And then I'm gonna light one of those kids smoke bombs for the 4th of July.
Yeah,
Them and set the
Throw it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground and then stand there. And then finally, when it starts to go, run off.
Just run away. I'm gone. Smoke screen.
Bail out.
Fireball.
Oh, fuck.
Greg was supposed to watch this broadcast today. He was supposed to participate in this. I don't think he did.
Son of a bitch.
He was
Greg.
supposed to also link. I told him to link his account, and he said, "Oh, no shit." I said, "Yeah, do that," but he didn't do it. And in fairness, I didn't remind him to do it
You should have reminded
because he
me.
left work yesterday after Casey and his route. He said, "You know what?" He said a couple times, "I might have to go home." He said, "Fuck it, I gotta get out of here." He's got a spot on his foot, like an ulcerated spot on his foot.
He's had that before,
It's
hasn't
hard,
he?
yeah, he has. It's a hard time healing up, and it almost gets to where it goes away, and then it blasts open again.
Yeah.
What he did wrong, and what I did wrong, a number of things wrong during this interaction. He took a picture of it at some point in the past. He has pictures of it, and he goes, "Yeah," and he was telling me about it, and he showed it to me, and I looked, and I recoiled in horror. I said, "Get that fucking shit away from me!" I should have never done it, because that's the thing you don't do with him or me, is to show that you don't like something, you know. So anyway, he's going, "What's wrong?" You know, and he tried to trick me a couple times.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about it, oozing, and then I was like, so I kind of played in it a bit and overreacted, you know, and I was doing that. So then he did go home.
Yeah.
But I
He
said,
went
before you go
so
home,
he could photocopy that and put it on his case for him to
Yeah.
come in the morning to.
yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be
coming.
the picture all over
He's gonna
his
keep
case.
bringing it. He won't be there. I don't think he'll be there next week either. So we're fucked basically
Oh, yeah,
next
of
week
course.
too, because we have people on vacation and now
That wraps
this.
a bear.
It's It's a lot. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's a
It's all
bear.
driving, but it's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
About 1,100 fucking deliveries.
That's a
And every
solid
one of
route.
them, on Monday, evidently they buy a case of toilet paper and a fucking box of like not just like a small thing, like a huge box.
That route's a bear.
It's a piece of shit. Yeah, it's too much. So I don't know. But I was fucking with him. I said, "Hey, trench foot." I said, "You get the fucking. What's wrong with you in this foot? You fucking. What would I call it? I said about a World War I fucking dumb fuck." I said, "You stink. You and your fucking feet. You can't heel right. You're dumb. You and your stupid feet."
Damn.
Yeah.
I said, "You a fucking World War I veteran. You can't fucking heel. You fucking asshole." I trashed him. I did. I trashed him a little bit. It didn't make any sense, but
No,
it felt
that
good to
seems
say it.
entirely unnecessary.
Yeah. I say trench foot. Link your fucking
That's a
Prime
good
account to your
nickname,
Twitch
though. I
account,
like
you
that,
fucking
though.
dumbass. Your feet
Ugh.
stink.
Ugh.
Fucking sores all over them. Get it together. The fuck.
You're a little harsh, man.
Well, I had to do something.
Weird thing to
I had
get
to do
mad
something
at
to
somebody about.
Well, it was good. I had to turn it back around some kind of way. He laughed. So I had to turn it
Oh, well,
around
that
some way.
makes it all better.
Because, because it didn't make any sense.
No,
It's something
like,
irrational to hate on you. Your
It
fucking
kind of
feet are
tells
so
me what a
stupid.
good guy this guy must be. That's the thing that Brian, that's the only thing Brian
Yeah, you
can
picked
find.
I mean, look,
to give him shit about.
Bruce, this man has
I
impeccable
didn't realize
taste
we were
in
still talking about
cars.
Greg.
Yeah, he's got impeccable taste.
There are a
in
lot
cars,
of things you could have said
cigars.
about Greg besides his feet.
There really is nothing else I could say.
I mean, everything else you can make fun of, like he fully accepts, and it's just part of who he is.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
accepts it all.
Yeah, it's me.
You could say that
I'm
he
a
was
size queen. You could say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He just takes it all
Now,
in.
speaking of accepting things, I do see we're back on the nose spray that we said we quit.
We are.
Does anyone
We are
else,
back on the nose
hey,
spray.
the
We're
weather's
back,
better.
everybody.
I was a little surprised to see that just now.
I was
Yeah.
too.
It
That's
just
why I put some of
pops
it up
out
my
of the-
nose.
Yeah, it just pops out of his
What's
pocket.
that doing
and
there?
Where did this come from?
This is
And
the
he's
bottle.
using it.
Better inhale it.
This is the bottle that I told you that I got had
Bought
a
on the way
cold
here?
and it came back.
On the
no,
way here?
no, I've had this for a while now. But I was off of it for 9 weeks, and then it had a cold. I couldn't breathe, so I used it sparingly.
Said he was
And,
off of it after the cold was
well, now
gone.
it's like a
And then you used it unsparingly.
like just then. I don't know why I used it.
Same,
So I got to
same
get rid of
cold
this
he's
again.
had for 25 years.
Yeah,
It's
I got to get rid of it
anti-mono
again.
medicine.
I've had mono for 20 years.
You heard
fucking
somebody
can't breathe.
sniffle.
Probably.
You know, Amy had a little bit of a cold at the beginning of the week.
Shit.
She got into mine. She's like, "Do you have any nose spray?
Uh-oh.
I can't breathe." And I was
Getting
like,
into your
"Yeah."
nose spray.
I was like, "You don't want to walk that road,
That's
though.
why you
Trust
got
me."
mono.
Yeah,
What
sharing
are you
nose
using?
sprays.
I haven't
The
used mine
Vicks
since then.
inhaler.
Yeah, he squirted in there twice when he had that concrete shit in his sinuses and it didn't penetrate or whatever.
Anyway, she was quite impressed. She's like, "Jesus Christ, I can smell everything. My nose hasn't been this clear in my entire
Smell
life."
colors.
We got
That's what I
another
was
one.
gonna
We
say.
got another one.
Yeah, she said, "No, I'm not using it as much as it says you can on the back." And then she
So
was,
that's what red
but,
smells
but I
like.
can use it now.
But every time you need it, I'll use it.
I'm
then you
allowed to
read-
use it now because I haven't
And
used
then
it
I
that much
pointed
yet.
out the part where it says "Do not use for more than
3
3
days.
days," and she's like, "But I didn't use all my uses yesterday, so it doesn't matter that
There you
today's
go.
the
Roll over
Justified.
and
There you go.
That's not how that
I
works.
wonder if
That's
I
an
can put that
addict.
stuff in a vape.
We got ourselves another.
Well,
See how easy it
I
happens? You
don't
get
know. I
addicted to
haven't
breathing
seen
so
it.
good.
I haven't seen it. She never returned it.
It's not coming back.
So I
You're
don't
not
know
gonna-
how much she
The next
used
time
it.
you see that
No,
bottle, it'll
she
be empty.
did return it. She returned it because she said she bought her own.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
I didn't
oh
catch that.
boy.
I think that's
Oh,
what she
she's
said is she got her own, but
fucked
she
now.
put yours
boy.
back.
Great.
I do believe that is what happened.
That's happening.
You know what you got to do now? You got to take what she took and replenish your stock.
Yeah, I don't think he's
No,
going to
no,
use
no.
it. He's
I don't use
one
it.
of those guys. He'll have something and be like, oh, yeah, I just never.
I only use it if it gets really, really bad because I walked the road where I used it daily for like a month, and I was like, "What am I doing? I can't pick up another addiction."
He was on the way, though. He was on the way. I said,
Oh,
"Do you
he
have
was
it on?"
close.
He had it on him at work, and I said, "There you go." Yeah,
I had
and
a-
the
I had a
black hand
nose-
is coming out of the darkness to grab you.
I had a dude. I had a nose hanger for like a month and a half. Whenever I fucking quit that shit, I couldn't breathe out of my nostrils for a month and a half when I quit it.
But this shit's like the mafia. Every time I think I'm out, it pulls me back in.
To be fair, he has me saying, "Oh, so you're using that again? Thought you said this was just a couple day thing."
The shame is not gonna. The addiction's far more powerful than any shame you could.
You
put
need a
on it.
job so you don't see all the bad shit I do.
Oh boy, that was hurtful.
That is my job now.
She's
Yeah.
been assigned duties around here. She's way too busy around here now to get a job.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
kidding me?
it's gonna suck when she gets a job. Like,
That's what I'm
no
saying.
joke.
You've invested all this power and decision making in her, and she's got things to do now. You've given her all these tasks. You've become accustomed to a certain way of being served.
Oh,
You know what I'm
wait till
saying?
dinners
She's working
don't
her ass
happen
off.
every night.
It's like
Yeah.
when
What happens when that second shift job kicks in? You're on your own. You'll be eating
Dinners are
macaroni
not
and cheese
gonna
every
be an
night.
every night thing
it's like
anymore.
when Dwight left the office and
Yes.
like, the plant started dying
Mhm.
and
All the stuff, all the little things he
what
did.
happened to they used to arrange all the stuff would be arranged perfectly on my desk.
He's gonna come home and be
perfect,
like,
yeah.
"Wait, this is always like this.
All the
I
pencils
thought
are
this
sharp.
just happened. It's the fairy."
Mm-hmm. Kind of like what happened at my house.
This shit ain't funny. Like I'm
Wow,
in,
he
I'm
did
in,
so much.
I'm in complete agreement with
This
you
is a
guys.
legitimate concern
I
for
am
Jason.
really
It
worried
is.
about it.
Panicked.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you said it.
I
to
come
come
home
home
every
and
day
meals
and
were
she
already
warms me
done.
up some kind of lunch. She fixes dinner.
All
every
this
night.
stuff just magically appears, and you've taken it all for granted all these years, and
I'm
now
just gonna be
The
fucking
plants get
starving.
watered.
She gets some Cokes.
Yeah.
the
when he gets
animals are
thirsty.
fucking gonna be starving. The
Yes.
chickens are not gonna be tended.
No, she'll take care of the chickens. Or her.
The gravel will be raked.
It's gonna be like Silent Hill when she leaves, because you get that siren goes off and everything changes. Like all the paint starts peeling, and you're probably the one that gets that
It
reference.
seems like you
yeah,
could have
it's a-
picked a better analogy.
Silent Hill's not bad.
I don't.
He
what is
doesn't get
that?
the round-
I
he
don't know.
doesn't
What
get
is
the
it? A
round-
movie?
The Office one was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Office one was
To be
creamy.
fair, I
You
don't
hit the
think your mom's
mark
too
on it.
happy about it either.
I don't think anybody's gonna be happy about it. Amy gets up, her coffee's already fixed. Calvin's lunch is
Oh,
already
this is a
packed.
fucking disaster waiting to
Yeah.
happen, making her go to
You
work.
can't work.
What? How much is that worth to you, though? I mean, how much you gonna go out and earn something at a job? I mean, that right there's worth 50
I
grand.
don't know, dude. I'm
You
almost
wake up
to
and
the-
there's
I'm almost
coffee
to the
ready?
point of giving her $200 a week.
You should be paying her
and
for
someone
this.
else is probably gonna have to do groceries.
So
some
basically,
weeks
she's
now,
like a
too.
butler,
fine.
except you don't pay her.
Right.
It sounds to me like you should be paying her.
Sounds like we ought to call the state or something. It's like there's a problem here. It's like I became aware of this issue, and now ethically I have to report it.
I don't
Jazz, if you're
sit
being held
still
against your
very
will,
well.
blink twice.
Just nod.
Social services.
I mean, here's the big
I'm
thing.
a
A lot of the
busybody.
stuff she does, I didn't ask her to do.
No.
She just was at home not doing anything. So I'm going to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
What's
I
wrong with
can't
that?
Just sit still and not do
Nothing's wrong
something.
with it except for the fact I am now like dependent
Accustomed.
upon it.
And he's dependent.
He's gonna have to get another one when she gets a job.
Yeah, he'll have to have somebody. Look, if you're
Another
going to work,
butler.
we have to have somebody in here that's going to take care of these jobs you're leaving behind that you just picked up and started doing.
And she's going to start working full time. I'm not okay with full time hours.
Hey, I'll
Depends
be
on
here.
what, also depends on
That's
where
not
she
cheering
goes.
him up, buddy.
Casey will be here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the guy in Slack. I
Casey?
was like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
he doing here?
I
Not
thought
the
she
letters
was
Casey.
too.
because
Got it
he-
now.
Casey also
Because
might
this
be
one-
here.
let's get into this.
Okay, yeah.
I
He's
got
been
into
trying
this
to
some
find a
this week.
job here for
He's
like
fired up
6
now.
months.
No,
He's
this is a-
worried.
Whoa,
Let's let
no,
him
wait a
talk.
minute. I got something. I
This
got
is
something I got to
another
discuss with the crew
argument
here.
that
No,
went
I know.
on.
I said Casey is also going to be here.
You interrupted me.
How does
I
it
got
feel,
some shit.
bitch?
I got some shit. So I was off this week, which afforded me the unusual opportunity to basically notice the coming and goings of this motherfucker,
Yeah, Wolf Kid.
who supposedly works 40 hours a week.
Supposedly.
He said he's
During
around
December.
Right,
During
he's
December, he works
around.
40 hours a week.
No, he was home more than that in December.
He
Some
didn't
more
put in
down.
40 hours. He kept He would walk in the door wearing the vest like he's been at work at like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, "What are you?
What time do you normally go in?
6:45.
That's not bad.
6:45 is what time he's supposed to be here. He leaves here at 6:31 because I heard him leave the other day.
No, that's not true. I leave at 6:20.
It was 6:31 when you left the other day.
I highly doubt that.
I don't.
You were
because
looking at the clock wrong.
I was pissing, heard you go out the front door, looked over at the clock, and said, "Oh, it's 6:31 because we have a clock in our
Are
bathroom."
you sure
Was it
that
set
wasn't
to-
your mother going outside to smoke?
I'm pretty sure it was you because
Because
it was
I
in a
don't leave that
hurry.
late.
It was in a hurry.
I don't leave that late.
You don't
Okay,
have a 100
sure.
tick clock in your house, do you?
No.
Okay.
And so, like, he keeps coming in at random times. I don't think this dude has a job. I think he lies about going to work. And there
Does
was
he-
one day.
Does he pay for anything
Not really.
at the house?
Well, you know that
Like
he
his
doesn't.
own stuff?
No. Well, yeah, probably.
Does he
Yeah.
pay for his own car insurance?
No.
Yeah, see,
Cell
that's
phone
what
bill.
that was all discovered when Amy was on the couch pre-show one day, and we were talking about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was all revealed. I think car insurance was
He
one.
buys a lot of video games, so
phone.
Yeah.
he's definitely got income.
He's got some money.
Exactly.
I'm not saying where he's getting it from.
That's none of my
Exactly.
business.
I'm just saying if you deal drugs and you wear a vest, people are going to be a lot
Yeah.
more likely to see you.
Right.
I think he puts on the vest when he pulls in the driveway.
He could be hiding in plain sight. Well, that's also a possibility.
We got to think. I've
Before I
got
go up this driveway here, let me put this fucking thing on.
I'm
It's
just-
brand new looking.
I'm just saying, it is.
That's the
No, it's
thing.
not.
It rides in the back seat until he comes up the driveway.
It looks like a vest has been around in your back seat for 6 months.
It's covered in
vest.
dirt.
He wears it 10 minutes a day.
So
Leaving and entering.
the other day, he got up, and I was on the couch eating cereal, and he got up.
How do you eat
This was,
cereal laying down? Is that a,
Huh?
you
He
eat
wasn't
couch laying
laying
down?
down.
No, I was sitting
Eating
up.
cereal?
I was sitting
Oh,
on the
all right.
couch,
Oh, sitting on the couch. Okay.
eating cereal,
This-
watching television.
This was the day of the big snow that I missed the show.
Yes.
He told me not to come home.
I told him not to come on that Saturday night. You're either home
Yeah,
or
the
not
traffic
until
was-
Yeah, yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah, the
until
roads were
until
bad,
we
yeah.
see what's up Sunday.
Sure.
And then he texts like after we had been doing the show an hour and a half. How are the roads?
He did do that.
So
Yeah, that was funny. Last second.
so the next day,
You pretty much told me not to come in, though.
Saturday,
Sunday,
never said anything about Sunday.
you said you're probably going to not make it to the
I
show.
said you may not make it to the show if the
you
roads
said
are
this
bad.
all on an audio recording.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So
Well,
or
we'll
not a
play it later.
recording.
Good thing this story's about Monday.
Yeah.
Guys,
Well, it,
You're
it- it
dismissed.
carries
Yeah.
some weight to it.
the temperature on that TV says 67
God, I
degrees.
fucking hate
You're
you for saying
This
that.
dismissed.
place is fucked.
It's warm in here, but
It
it's
is
okay.
very warm.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, so he gets up. I'm like, hey, thought you had to work today. Yeah, I'm going in at noon today.
Wow, that's good hours, man.
And I said, okay, whatever.
Who do you think you are, Bruce?
So
Noon to 5.
he just got up to go pee. Like he got up to go pee. Like he didn't.
Ate some ham.
And grabbed a snack and then went back to bed.
In what order?
And then I'm down there at noon.
Same time.
Okay, you're down there at the time he said he was going to work.
So he said he's going to work at noon. So
Yeah.
it's like 12:15. I figure he's already like headed out. And he comes out of the basement. I'm gonna go take a shower. I said, I
You
thought
get
you
your
had
day
to be
started,
there.
pal.
I said, I thought you had to be there at noon, man. What's up? And he's like, yeah, I decided I'm not going in.
I can do that.
No, decided he's not going in.
It's
I
within his
I
right.
get paid time off.
There you go. Use it or lose it.
He gets, according to him, he gets more time off than we get.
That's hard to do.
It's unusual.
I get every other week,
That's not common.
unlimited throughout the year. Every other week, I get 3 hours and 30 minutes of vacation time. And then I'll also get 3 hours and 30 minutes of paid time off.
8 hours
How
paycheck.
long is your work day?
10 hours.
He works 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm hearing is
Can you?
You
can
said you were
take
working 5 hours.
vacation in 3-hour increments.
I can take it in any increments I want. I can do
half-hour
5 minutes
increments.
fun,
Like
yeah.
I was supposed to be there at
Okay.
noon. You said you're going to work noon to 5. That doesn't. That's 5 hours. That doesn't make any sense.
half day. What do you mean?
Oh, half day. Okay.
it's
Oh
like-
no, I gain it in 3 hour increments, but I can use it in
Oh, I understand,
any
okay.
amount of time I want.
Yeah, that's a lot of time given.
Yeah, and then then he rolls in at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Some days he beats me home.
Sometimes they send us home early because there's no work.
What happens then? Do you get paid for that?
No, they
They just cut your time off?
They pulled a fucking sneaky one on a bunch
That's
of people.
what they do. And
They-
you're not getting credited with your off
Avery,
time
they
either.
pulled a sneaky one on a lot more than a bunch of people.
Okay, hold on.
Almost as sneaky
Almost
as
everybody.
you, pretending like
Hold
you
on.
have a job.
So
Now he's
So
come up
get
with a
this.
story for it and everything. He's been waiting for this.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
week
Wait a
he's
minute.
been practicing
Wait.
the stories.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's go.
so the bad weather in Chicago and Indiana, those 2 buildings up there were closed,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're not getting any shipments in. So they decided that the inbound people, that's not me, had to take mandatory time off.
That's not fair.
No,
Forcing you
but,
to use your
but they
time.
Not a
used to
union.
pay them.
Well, sure.
Oh yeah, they used to pay them for it. So everybody was excited. Oh, we're going to get paid for 8 hours for a 10-hour shift that we're not going to work because
Should
that's the way
be.
they used to do it. Without telling anybody, they don't get paid for that those 2 shifts that they get called off.
Okay, but the point is that's not going to change things, whether they told him or not. I know it's shitty, but
I know.
they still
I'm
have
just
to
saying
take the
it's
time
shitty.
off.
I'm just saying it's horrible and shitty.
So can anyone find a news article about this? Because that's where he got this story from if he's not working. He's just pulling some news articles about some sneaky shit.
Maybe gonna have to
to,
research that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's on. He could be in a group text with some people who do work there.
To be fair,
Got
I'll
some
agree
inside scoop
with
there.
Avery that we had 2 days this week where packages were exceptionally light.
Yeah,
and
oh,
it
yeah.
was it was
Yeah,
like
it was
the 2 days after the 2 cold days.
Yeah, it was the system in general was.
I mean, I
fucked up.
believe that. The story didn't affect him.
But it seems like
He
there
was
would be
telling us a
more.
work story to prove he worked there.
There would be a
That had
ton
nothing to
of
do
work.
with his.
There'd be a ton of work later, though.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Well,
would think
I
you wouldn't be
feel like
home
it's
at
coming
Friday
tomorrow.
at 4:30.
Yeah, you wouldn't be. After things start clearing up, it's
There'd be
There it is.
more. He told me he didn't work that much in December because he works in the shoe area and people don't buy shoes in December.
You bought 2 pair of shoes in December.
No, I bought him a pair of shoes from an outlet.
He said nobody buys shoes for Christmas
After
presents.
buying
and I'm like,
shoes.
you bought me shoes for a Christmas present.
You work in the shoe department.
Essentially, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Al
have
Bundy,
shoes.
sort
That's-
of. You're a shoe
that's
salesman.
why
I'm
he
also
did it
re-
because in
he's the
December they're
warehouse
the
guy.
cheapest.
I also work in a return center.
Wow, you don't have any hours. How do you even have a job? Are people returning shoes?
Oh,
Is there a lot
yeah,
of work?
Amazon, you can return anything.
Well, I know you can return them, but is that happen a lot?
Yeah.
People ordering fucking wrong. So you don't know what size shoe you wear. What the
When
fuck?
you're ordering shoes online, I'm assuming a lot of people are going to return them,
I suppose.
especially
Yeah,
if
I
they get
guess
it for
so.
somebody else.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
That's
if I
like
got
a-
a pair of shoes from somebody, I'd be like, you know what, they're going back.
That's a big Amazon selling point is that you can order 5 pairs and keep the pair you like and return the others. with
I
no
don't
hassle.
work
That sounds
for Amazon.
exhausting, though.
It is a lot, isn't it?
Just go to your
Pain in
local
the ass.
store.
All right, well, bullet time.
So wait a minute. Does he have a job?
I don't know.
Bullet
Wolfkid,
time.
do you have a job?
Yeah.
Where?
I got a badge.
Where's it at?
I got a
I got a
badge for
badge.
my TDR.
What's your badge
I got a
number?
badge, man. I got a cop badge. Does that make me a fucking cop? Hell no.
I got a badge for
I got a
TDR
sheriff's
sign.
star.
I got a badge for TDR sign Monday.
My kid has back badge.
You want a badge? I'll
That's
get
a
you
fake
dude.
badge. Yeah.
So, undetermined.
I have a job.
So it's undetermined.
Avery, you're dismissed.
My tattoos
The
are sitting
evidence
on
is
the
not,
on the table in there.
I'll
Well,
let
that's
you
for
know what
2018?
I'll let you know what the
Yeah.
private eye finds out.
Yeah, let me know what happens. Are you going to cruise the parking lot?
No, I'm just
Following
I'm gonna
the
hire
work?
somebody.
No, that's my job.
Oh, hey, Jess. Get on that.
Jason's gonna be that guy in the parking lot with the camera.
Of Amazon, yeah. Hey, what y'all doing in there?
It's
my
a parking
property.
lot. It's public land. It's a parking lot.
And then they're gonna kick your ass.
The
because
county,
it's Amazon
the county
and,
paved this lot for you. That means it belongs to me because I'm a taxpayer. Fucking
Teamsters forever.
yay!
If you said that, they'd really kick your ass.
Yeah, you'd really
You'd
be
go
in-
inside and you wouldn't come out.
They call the sheriff and he would take you in over that. Anyway, I didn't play the call, but it's funny. It's the guy
gotta
that
put it in the
calls
ring.
and he says, "Y'all make it sound." Those are calls that were compiled over several weeks, and y'all make it sound like all I do is call. And he's calling, but he's calling to complain about it. So it's great.
There's a week between each time he calls, and we
Yeah.
just only play him
Sometimes
every
he'll
3
play.
weeks.
He'll call once, and then he might call twice or whatever. But like when we play him, we'll play 4 or 5 in a fucking row, and it's good. But I do forget, and honestly, it is funny when we put them on top of each
Yeah.
other.
Put them in the break.
Yeah, you know what? I might do that. I'll put it in a break. Thanks for listening, everybody, and thanks for your support. Thanks also to our executive producer, the past master. I don't think he gets enough credit.
No, he doesn't.
He's great.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
go
he's
that far.
great. All right, work safe. We'll see you next week.
Hit it.
Hit it.